Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John.
I'm Claire.
This is many a true note of welcome to FTL Faster Than Light. But, that's not the main event tonight. Really, ladies and gentlemen, I have a confession. I've lured you here under false pretenses. For, gather round the campfire, ladies and gentlemen. Because you see, tonight is going to be a live stream of action, of tension, of danger. The most dangerous live stream in all of many a true nerd history. Okay, let me spin ye a tale. A tragic tale of incompetence and dumbery begins 3 days ago, or possibly, I forget, some time ago, in the long... Claire's looking forward to this hugely.
Yep.
And the story begins with our villain. 'Twas a dark and stormy morning. Literally, that's going to be important. Remember that bit in your head. In Britain. And
it was sunny in the morning. It got stormy later.
And Claire decided, in her infinite wisdom, for, you see, it was England in October, that what she was going to do was open a window. Okay, a bit really large window, like a skylight thing. And then she was going to leave her laptop. No, sorry, I misspeak, ladies and gentlemen. Not her laptop. Many a true nerd's laptop. Not actually her own property. She decided she was going to leave it under the wide open skylight and then wander off singing happy songs of elves and fairies and assume that nothing would happen.
Okay, well, I went to edit a video.
And then October in England did as October in England does. It began to rain, and no one was there. And it kept raining, and no one was there. And it kept raining again, and still no one was there. Oh, why is nobody there?
To be fair, Tabby did come into my office a couple times when she doesn't normally do that in the morning.
Tabby tried to warn us,
yeah.
but Claire would not listen. And in the end, it was me, our hero, John, who eventually came in and spotted this significant volume of water pouring into our living room, straight onto an extremely expensive laptop that the many a true nerd bought for Claire.
Okay, well, I would like to point out that it works right now.
Mm-hmm. I am mysteriously quiet by the looks of it on the thing. Hang on, let me see what's going on. I changed my thing.
Oh yeah, you replugged that microphone.
Yeah, I replugged that in, so I might be a tiny bit quieter than usual. Like, I am set at 0, which is normal. But hang on, I may possibly have... give me some advanced audio properties. Why am I... Desktop audio, 0. That's absolutely fine. I can't increase that. Hang about. Okay.
Oh my god! The laptop is working!
The laptop will probably... The danger and excitement, ladies and gentlemen, comes from the fact that it is... if you at any point hear a loud buzzing sound and then a thump, then Claire's dead. Claire's currently using the laptop. We've been drying it out for a couple of days, right? And then we've removed the battery, so it's just running off the mains right now. But, like, Claire started to imagine phantom electrocutions earlier today. And if there is a buzz and a thud, Claire's dead.
I could just feel a tingle in my thumb, and I was like, I think I'm just being insane because of this whole story.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, we'll see. The thing is, I rang, this is a PC specialist computer, and I rang them up to ask them
Oh no, that's way too loud. Hang on, stop. I've made a mistake. Now whack this up. How's... Okay, this is... That looks like that's way too loud all of a sudden. I'm just trying to figure out the right level for the... That's probably a bit better. I don't know what's... Okay, I'll need to investigate that further. Is that better? I think that's better. Don't worry, I'm keeping my distance. So, whatever happens, I'm not going to get electrocuted. It's just Claire. Tabby...
Oh. Yeah, they're catching up and...
Sorry,
I
whacked it up way too much there. I whacked it up way too much. This looks okay, I think. Unless it's, like, sounding really distorted. So I'm so sorry. Sorry, I whacked it up too much. But that's... Okay, this should be about right, hopefully. Sorry. Still... Yep, that's better, much better. Okay, good. Now John sounds about right. I'm sorry, I saw it at like 50, and I just waxed up to 100. So I'm rather like going, much like Claire with a laptop, rather thinking, should I take things carefully? Should I, be cautious? Should I close the window? Should I consider I might start running in an hour? I just, he said, no, I'm just going to leave it right here. In the same way, I just whack things right up to 100.
Okay, now, because people have been asking in chat, because people have been asking in chat, what we did is, obviously, came into the room, didn't die because John reminded me to turn the power off.
I want you to know that Claire immediately started reaching for the laptop while it was covered in water and plugged in. And I had to be the one who said, like, Claire, for fuck's sake, do not touch that. Go and unplug it. Take it out of the wall first. So Claire was like, very much kind of flinging herself into electrocution. Well,
the thing is, like, because, I was surprised and shocked, and so I went towards it. But, anyway, once it was unplugged, we dried it, we mopped up the water, we turned it upside down. We mopped up the water, we opened it up and put it, like, on a towel. We started gathering, like, the rice and everything. We started looking up, what to do with it. Yeah,
we filled Tabby with rice, which, as I understand, it was the correct thing to do. So she's not doing great either, to be honest. But yes, that's if at any point, there's an explosion. Actually, no offense, I'm a bit worried, because if there's just an electrocution, that's fine. I won't be affected. If, however, there is an explosion, I am in a blast radius right now, which is a concern. We have got the battery out. That strikes me as the most explodey bit.
Well, look, the thing is, I called up PC Specialists, and I asked them about it, and they basically said, like, look, dry it off, like, as much, leave it to dry as much as you can. We also, we happen to have a dehumidifier. Yeah. So basically, we ended up just leaving it right in front of the dehumidifier. Yeah, which hopefully helped a little bit. And then after
for a couple of days,
I spoke to PC Specialist, this particular model, the battery isn't, like, click it at the bottom of the computer. It's actually encased. So basically just unscrewed the case, took the battery out, left everything to dry, and now I'm using it without the battery in. Yeah. We've just plugged in. Hilariously, the cord for this computer has always had a tendency to like not properly stay in because of the design of it. Yeah. So I've taped it with masking tape to the back of the computer so it doesn't like pop off and then the computer turns off.
Lol. So yes, okay, let's get down to business. Not defeating the hunts today, maybe the space hunts. So we last time we completed by accident because we beat the boss with the Zoltan ship. We therefore unlocked the next ship that hadn't been unlocked, which was the Mantis ship, which is really hard to unlock. It's a very specific event that's really hard to get. So we finally unlocked the Mantis ship. So we're doing some space piracy. And earlier today, I just rushed an easy mode run through. Just basically chasing these 2 achievements. I got to like sector 6 just to get these 2 achievements unlocked. So if you get any 2 achievements, you get layout B. And this ship is fine. It's a perfectly decent starting ship. It's nice you get 4 crew members, 3 Mantis. That's really nice. You get the teleporter right from the get-go. It is a boarding ship basically. Start off with a small bomb as well. It works perfectly fine. But you really want to get into the different layouts because Mantis B and C. So the Mantis B and C, I believe, both come with the giant teleporter room. So you can teleport up to 4 crew members in a single teleport, which is pretty bloody exciting. It gets all sorts of bits and pieces. What else have you got? B. Yes, you also start with drone control. You get the drone control, so you get a boarding drone. So even though you've only got 2 crew members to start off with, you also get the boarding drone to support you. You've also got, actually some really good shields to start you off. and a defense drone. So shields will keep you well protected, even on a hard mode, against pretty much anything being shot at you that's not a missile. And you've got a defense drone for if you see a missile. They don't bother turning it on unless, you know, you're in missiles. And it kind of works against flak, but isn't really reliable, so it's barely worth bothering with. And yeah, asteroids, if we run into them, we can do it. So it's just a really good ship. Now, you may notice the slight issue with this ship. You don't actually have any weapons. You start with no weapons whatsoever, and only one in the weapon control, so it needs extra scrap to get upgraded.
The weapons be the crew.
Basically, yes. So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going in hard mode. This is going to take a few attempts, because this ship can just be hard countered. Like, for example, you can't board an automated robot ship because it's got no air in it. You can't board Lanier's ships and fight them because no air, you'll lose. Just because the oxygen means you won't be able to keep up in terms of damage. Unless you happen to have, like, really specialist, like, you know, emergency rebreathers or whatever as an augmentation. But yeah, like, there are certain ships that this ship just can't deal with. Because, oh yeah, Zoltan. If you run into a Zoltan, what are you going to do? You've got no weapons to get the super shield down. So, this might take a few attempts.
Wait, so, you can't teleport through a Zoltan shield?
No, the Zoltan super shield, the first 5 blobs, the green ones, have to go down first, before you can teleport. It blocks teleportation. Unless you're the Zoltan ship, and the game feels like teleporting in an event, in which case, yeah, there's like Zoltan, everyone would assume, oh yeah, the ship must have a Zoltan shield bypass, which isn't a thing you can find, but like the chance of finding it in the shop is really low. It's really, really low, so.
Macroglossum Stellatarum says you can destroy AI ships, just send in a boarding drone and wait.
That's true, actually. The boarding drone would eventually do the job, but it would be really slow and intensive on everything, just because most, well, some automated ships have separated rooms, so the boarding drone can only, you need to fire a boarding drone at every individual room, so that's 5 robot components, and those are expensive. So, like, that's the point where you think, you know what, with the amount of scrap you've got, and the amount of scrap you'd be wasting buying parts, it's not worth it, just wait them out, then run. So, we're just going to see how this goes. Because this could go, and we're going to, the first ship's just going to be John and Claire. So if Claire gets electrocuted, that would just be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to Claire getting electrocuted. But yes, you do start off with a very conveniently large amount of power. You've got like 2 blobs of shield. Like, I think this is the only ship that starts with 2 shield blobs right from the get-go.
But yes, as Sci-Fi Storm points out in chat, the strategy for this is to abandon the ship and go with both of your crew to murder the enemy crew.
Correct.
Because you've got your shields, you've got the defense drone.
Exactly, so you don't need the dodge. Yeah.
But then once you're on the enemy ship, if you kill all the crew and you get the ship itself, you get way more scrap.
Precisely. Which is really useful on hard mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it means if you have to abandon the cockpit to send everyone over, which you kind of do for the most part, then it's going to mean you're in a weird situation where your ship has 0% evade. Unless you actually invest in autopilot, which we might do, I'll have to say. So okay, just check the exit. Oh, we got a troll one right here. This doesn't go anywhere. Look at that.
Oh.
That's a dead end. This is why you always just hover over and check before you make any moves. Because the game's a dumb troll and it's just so dumb. But yes, we'll just keep on keeping on. And we're just going to start boarding everybody. So, populated sector. 1 merchant seems to be mass broadcasting requests for a mercenary ship. Yeah, we'll respond. Okay, my usual carrier is days late. Deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps. Can't afford to pay another carrier. They'll surely tip me generously. Yeah, sure, why not? That gives me 5 drone parts. So I could just ignore that because that's actually useful stuff. So that's kind of out of the way. But I could loop up there a little bit and then go through the nebulas. Bear in mind, of course, nebulas slow down the pursuit, which means you can effectively do more encounters per sector. So really, if you're really min-maxing in this game, you want to pass every nebula you can, because it just means more sectors. Oh, good, we're straight into a flipping pulsar. Flippin' love it. Luckily, doesn't matter for the time being, and yes, I could ideally do at some point with, yeah, some form of, actually, I'll send the boarding drone in first. Does that get automatically deployed, by the way? Do I have to choose that? Oh, it's just being fired. Yeah, I don't think you get to aim that. It just happens by itself. That'll give me visibility. So, there we go. And, oh, that means I can't activate the defense drone. But that's okay. He's going to take down the shields. And the best thing I can do here is send these guys into a room where actually, you know what? There's only going to be probably 3 crew members here. And there is the drone already doing the business. I'm probably going to go straight for the weapon room. So we're just going to go for that, and if we're lucky, yeah, we're going to start doing some good work. Because Mantis are really effective at fighting, so that missile's going to hit me, because I can't... Well, actually, in theory, I could turn this off and then turn this on, and there we go. Now we turned that off and turned this back on. Do we just repower him now? Yes, now he gets repowered. You can just swap the power between the two, like, on the fly. And that's actually, this is actually working pretty well. So they do have a med bay, which we need to watch out for. So we might need to try and follow him into the med bay, because, the med bay. The problem is I can't kill the med bay, because I've got no weapons to kill the med bay with. So my best bet is, this is actually going to start getting tricky. Right, abandon that, just take out the weapons as best we can. If we can just break the weapons, and then we need to break the weapons. And there we go. Come on, missile, get turned off. I need to teleport these guys back home. This is an unfortunate tricky ship, because without any bombs or anything, which you do have by default... Are you actually doing anything, by the way? I'm not sure you guys are doing anything. I can bring these guys home, heal them up, and then send them back over. I just need to be careful the teleporter doesn't get, yes, de-anythinged. So, if we're lucky... Yeah, that room's now out of power. And I need to turn this off to turn defense back on. He's now going to retreat again. I now need to teleport these guys home in a second. Ideally, first... Yes, has that already shot that down? Has that already been shot down? Yeah, that's been shot down. So activate boarding drone at this point. They're now coming back in. Boarding drone's now active. I teleport these guys back home. Luckily, the med bay is right next door, which is really convenient. I now heal them. And the weapon room is destroyed. Their shields are screwed. And my robot's now just destroying stuff in this room and is going to break their shield. But I've got no weapons. This ship's so dumb. It's the dumbest ship, but I kind of love it. These guys are now ready to go. But the teleport needs to cool down. Also, there is the ion nonsense going on too. So they're now going to try and repair this room. But this guy's already almost dead. So... so dumb, I love it. It's just the best. It's just the best, dumbest ship. Claire!
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Zombie Apocalypse, who gave us 50 Swiss francs and says laptop fund. Well, I mean, you know, thankfully, thank you so much. I'm going to
try and ambush this guy. I'm going to try and ambush this guy by having one of mine coming down here to try and catch him. Oh darn it! They all stayed. Well, that's annoying.
Thankfully, we should not need to replace the laptop because it turned on, which means the motherboard is not dead.
Yeah. And
I'm just gonna send it in to PC specialists. Like, you know, I'm just gonna figure out what the timings and all of that so that it doesn't get too much in the way of streams.
You know, this is looking like a dumb no-score draw at the moment, but this is kind of in my favour. So you've got to bear in mind, every time we fight someone, we're gaining skill. So John's are up to 3 out of 8 towards being top of the damage. So this is actually working. Now I'm just going to break their oxygen, which is going to help screw them over a little bit more. Their entire ship can't do anything to me, and... yeah, if we're lucky, we can just... One of them's starting to get... John's going to get a little bit damaged, but this guy will have to flee before anything else happens. Okay, we've now broken their oxygen. We now retreat again before the pulsar comes in. This is absolutely perfect. I mean, I could send another boarding drone, but I'm pretty sure I can just take these guys out without needing to bother with that, so why waste the drone part? Claire, how's everybody?
Yeah, everybody is doing good. Let's see. Shout out to Russell, who gave us $1.50 and sent a super sticker of a unicorn, which was adorable.
Excellent, excellent.
Shout out also to Dog Tanyan, who gave us £9 and says that they hope I don't get killed by the laptop. I appreciate that.
It's a good thing to hope for.
I feel that Tabby wouldn't be quite as competent at reading the chats.
Oh, I'm sure Tabby would do just fine. I'm gonna try and break their med bay. Oh, they're gonna try and protect the med bay. Could 2 versus 1 I beat him in the med bay? Can we do it? Is that possible?
What?
Are we win? Are we winning?
Is that
Double Mantis versus human? I think we're doing it.
Yeah.
We got him. Yes. Dumbest ship. Dumbest ship. Dumbest ship.
Nice. Let's see. Also, shout out to Ali, who gave us £5. and says, I really enjoyed the umbrellas video. Definitely one I'm going to play when I get a chance, and glad for more FTL too.
It is a really fun thing. I have to wait for the bloody thing to charge, by the way, because normally it would auto-charge, but it doesn't in the event that there's an environmental thing, like an ion pulse, a star, etc. But it's fine. This physically can't damage your ship, it's just temporary ion damage from a pulsar. If you're wondering why I did all that fuss, by the way, you get more scrap than you would do otherwise by leaving the ship intact. It is still randomized. You can be a bit of, you know, column A, column B, but it's pretty much always going to work out in your favor to do it this way. So we're now ready to go, but I may as well wait for the shield, yes, ion to wear off a little bit in case I'm about to walk into some trouble. So just wait for that to come back. There we go. That will come back before anyone can fire at me. There's a distress signal right here. We should go and look at that. Distress can be useful. Get out of the way before the pulsar hits. Shield's already coming back. Alright, small asteroid belt. Pirate markings are partially crushed between two large rocks. We shall, yeah, if you had a beam weapon, this is where that's useful. I don't, because I've got no weapons whatsoever. So just shoot at the ship. There we go. So, pirate ship takes a beating, pulls free, they give me a pile of money, life is good. Keep moving up towards the quest. There's another distress signal. And I could go... No, that we established that was a dead end. Okay, I'm gonna try and hit all the quests and all the distress signals. It's going to be fine, probably. Okay. Another asteroid field. Explore it. Triple fuel. I'm not going to say no to that. Yeah, I can get down to distress, and then from there hop into the nebula, and then I can lose the pursuers. So we'll be absolutely A-okay. So this is, yeah, a delivery. Here we go. So they want to pay me, yeah, 24 scrap for these 5 parts, which is, I think, I probably should have kept them, to be honest, but I wasn't sure. Ah, the store's at the end of, well, I don't have enough money for a store, really, to be honest. I can just make it to that distress. If I'm wrong, doesn't matter. I can just go elsewhere. Intelligent life forms. Oh, this could be an extra crew member. So investigate. And there is, yes, 6-legged horse-like animals. Could be what the scan's picked up. So try and communicate peacefully. If you're lucky, they lead you to someone in a cave. And you prepared to leave? No, got unlucky there. You can sometimes pick up, yeah, a nice event from that, where you get an extra crew member, like a lost person in a cave, I think. We didn't on this occasion. Right, distress. So this person wants some fuel. Here, have some fuel. Are you going to pay me for the fuel? And no, sector scan. So I know what we're walking into. That is Nebula, and that is also Ion Storm Nebula. Okay, but there is a different nebula here, which is kind of useful. I mean, scans are pretty good. Yeah, we'll go in this direction. We'll avoid the actual... Actually, you know what? The Ion Storm kind of works in my favor, because I don't need most of these systems. Then again, I need... No, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go straight into Ion Storm, because I don't need weapons. So it kind of works in my favor. So this is... It's a fucking automated ship. Flip. Okay. Deploy the boarding drone and sort of hope it goes into a sensible position. Turn off the oxygen, turn off the teleporter, turn off 1 rank of shields. Give me so little evade. I need the boarding drone. So as a result of that, I can't teleport. Please go to this side and knock out... Useless. Cocking useless.
Can you, like, call it back and send it again, or is it stay in that position?
It will stay in that... No. Well, I have to send a different drone and just hope and get lucky. Because it's going to attack the shield system. Guess what the ship doesn't have? Or isn't currently powering because of the ion storm. Shields!
Yeah, also you don't have weapons, so...
Yeah, my best bet is just basically double up on shields, because it's got... That's a single shot. This is a single shot. So as a result of that... it should be unable to... If I can just get my shields up in time. There we go, with that miss. Now I'm just going to wait them out. I'm just going to wait them out, because with 2 blobs of shield, what are they going to do? Not much, to be honest. Like, eventually I'll just be able to outlast them.
And you can't, like, spend another drone part to try and make it go somewhere else?
Not without taking power away from the shields and an ion storm.
Fair enough.
So I'm just gonna wait them out. And I might take like the odd tiny bit of damage, but it shouldn't be much.
Yeah, you could put one of the Mantis on engines.
I could put a Mantis. You're right, this Mantis would probably also be better put onto shields to get the shield speed recharge up a little bit. Is probably also the temporary better.
Hey, your oxygen is going down.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, you've turned it off?
Yeah.
Why would you have turned it off? You literally have another bar of power.
Fair enough. I guess it may as well be on under the circumstances. And yeah, we're just about outlasting them right now. Everything's under control. Clap.
Yeah, shout out to Dorky Panda who gave us £2. And it says hello, Tabby, Clara, and John. Also trans rights.
Trans rights, damn straight.
Yes, indeed, trans rights, which are, of course, human rights. Let's see. Winchester gave us 100. Winchester gave us 400 Hungarian forints, and says I came right after a deafening, huh? Munma.
Sorry, we went a bit loud earlier. Okay, so this is a manship that doesn't actually have a teleporter, which is fascinating. Right, abandon the ship. Restore all power to all systems. Deploy everything. Yes, deploy one boarding drone as well. Everyone prepared to. We're just abandon ship. Send one robot over to there. That's going to do some excellent work. They've got... Oh, that's a big thing. Right, we want to get over to there. Oh, the weapon room's a bit on the big side, to be honest. That is a Mantis ship.
No.
Is that going to get into there? And bombs can bypass even defense drones, which is irritating. You know, I'm going to go for the weapon room just because why not? We're going to... Oh, there's a fair few ships on here. But let's see if we can beat them one-on-one. Claire, we do seem to be doing pretty well. They just knocked out one bar of my shield, so I've got no way of repairing. So that's going to be fun. But they're auction and they're going to be... Is that an ion bomb? That's an ion bomb, I think. So we're going to take these bastards out.
Dying.
No, we're doing fine. We're doing just fine. We're about to win. If I can just take out this guy... then we instant win. And come on, there we go, win. Well, it's fine. I'm keeping an eye on the health. John and Claire are both fine. It's all under control. Just get them out of there, right there, and heal everybody up. They're just learning how to fight right now. Look, we're picking up XP. John's nearly up to max already. Claire's only at 3 out of 8 because she keeps getting electrocuted by her laptop, so that's why she's falling behind. In many ways, but other than that, it's all absolutely fine. See, all worked out, no problemo. Aside from the repairs we now need to do. Clap!
Yeah, shout out to Flan, who gave us £5 and says, I'm taking my retirement from the Zoltan ship and a study break to enjoy the Outer Wilds DLC. I hope you three have an awesome stream and that the chat does too. Have funk!
Yay! Funk. Funk is the best thing.
Yes, indeed. And we also actually have a message in chat from Rachel with an E and the Space Monkeys. So introducing Rachel. Welcome to the stream. Rachel gave us $5.
You said Rachel with an E?
Rachel with an E. I think it's because you say Rachel with an A.
Yes. This is true, yes.
I
was wondering if you just misread it. But,
as you can tell by the username, Rachel with an E and the Space Monkeys is Sigfell's spouse. Who gave us $5 and says, I just wanted to let everyone know that Sigfell has been buried. I made sure that he won't come back as a zombie, keeping his memory alive with the username.
Oh, that's extremely sweet. That's very, very sweet indeed.
Yes, that's very sweet. And again, welcome. I do hope you stick around. And again, as we've said before, much love to you and yours. And, we're thinking of you.
Okay, someone is boarding the ship right now, so we should take care of them first, just to clear out some of the crew. What room are they in? If we see a door moving, we'll know. Intruders detected. Where are they? Oh, they're in the cockpit. Alright, well that's just one. Okay, so we should be able to kill this person before cooldown occurs. That weapon can't possibly penetrate our shields, like, ever. John goes up to the next level. Now, quickly. Oh, John literally walked into a bomb. Cocking hell. It's like probably Claire's laptop battery. Right, get everyone back up to full strength, and then we're going to teleport everyone straight over to the ship. But the bomb can only do 1 point of damage, even if it actually does kill a system. Now, the only slight issue is if they bomb the teleporter, I think we instantly lose. Which is this is actually something I hadn't really considered before. But if they bomb the teleporter, that's an instant loot. I'm gonna send the boarding drone over.
Yeah, yeah, no, other people have definitely brought that up in chat.
Yeah, I feel like
I thought you knew that.
No, I hadn't really thought about that. Right, I'm gonna take out the weapon room. They've just done some bombing, so we just need to take out the weapon room as fast as possible. They're just NG, so we just need them to please don't bomb my teleporter room. Don't bomb the teleporter. I think we just lost. No, we just rescued a new crew member. The new shit. We literally just lost, and then the new crew member showed up, and the new crew member can save the teleporter. The run is not over.
Now, you know what? That was such a good deed this new crew member did.
Yes. So dumb.
I think to honor the goodness of this new crew member,
yes,
there's only one thing we can do.
Rachel with an E.
Well, I was gonna say Hamdog because Axelfack put that on the list.
Oh.
And you know that's a.
Is that normally spelled one word or two? Because I hear this said but very rarely written.
I think it's one word.
Yeah, well, he looks vaguely puppy-ish. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that that actually worked.
Yeah,
that
I mean he is absolutely a lucky get for sure. But like that to me that feels like a rescue dog kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like we were almost dead, but then we got saved by our
We don't
dog.
deserve Hamdog.
No.
Hamdog has saved us all. What the shit? That was so dumb. If your teleport is broken...
No brakes, only clutch. Yep.
Well, someone says if the teleport's broken, your crew just takes a shuttle back, which I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, if it did happen, I didn't see the event triggering. So this is all fascinating over here. I've no clue. Okay, into the next bit of the nebula. That was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Darn it, it's another automated ship. Unfortunately, I have an option to not attack it, so just avoid provoking the ship, which is a bit of a shame that that's a thing. And I think the exit is unfortunately a bit irritatingly close by. But no offense, if you're approaching 100 scrap in the first sector, that's not so bad. It would have been nice if we could have got maybe a tiny bit more. So Mantis or Pirate, which is like generic humans, or like varied ship classes. I'd only go with Mantis because Mantis will be more of an even fight. I want to be confident my team's going to win a fight. So, I mean, often you will just straight up die in phase 1. Actually, you know what I'm going to do straight away? One I'm going to check for... Well, there's a distress signal right now. I'm going to check for... Okay, this galaxy is... Oh, look at that. It's even worse. Look at this. This entire section is blocked off. This is the only link between this side of the system and this side. You have to go through this.
Wow.
There is no other link. All of this doesn't go... If you just go up here, then you realise you've just got stuck and the fleet's... Wow, we've had some dumb spawns today. Right, with no shop inside, I'm going to whack sensors up to level 2, giving me visibility of the enemy ship, which is very useful before you make the decision about boarding. Yes.
Apparently, you do find a magic shuttle. It only activates if all of your crew are stranded.
Fascinating.
Thank you, Ali and Paul, for letting us know.
That is fascinating. I did not know said thing.
Koganusen points out, and it's true, it's weird that this game is so lenient with you getting stuck there. It gives you, you know, I wouldn't have assumed that because the game is hard.
Ooh, slavers, though. Slavers are really good because slavers mean... This, like, well, if you just take out the slavers...
No, I'm sorry, I know what you mean. Axelfact just says in chat, Hamdog just got stuck under a blanket and couldn't find her way out, so hopefully she brings the same energy to the crew.
Hamdog just has to stay in the cockpit and fly the ship. I think actually, has Hamdog been a pilot on our ships before? I believe Hamdog may have been a pilot before.
Yes, maybe.
I believe Hamdog has previously... Hamdog just gravitates towards being a pilot. So yeah, we've got one rock person, one NG and one Mantis. This is relatively hard to deal with, but I think these guys physically can't bypass us. That's a mini beam, but they do also have... Yeah, they've got drone control. I'm not sure what they're planning to do, so we're just going to send a boarding drone in right now. I'm going to hope they don't have a defense drone. They do not, and we've immediately started attacking their drone control. Their drone control is just handling this combat drone. So I don't think they can, yeah, that can never penetrate 1 blob of shield. This can never get us below 1. So as a result of that, we should be safe. So I'm just going to, with them all now rushing over there to deal with this, I'm going to deploy my troops over here to the cockpit, and then it's going to be 2-on-1 for a second, and that means we can absolutely slaughter them. Oh, that's a beam drone. That's even worse. This is nothing but beams. They physically can't hurt me. So this is absolutely no trouble whatsoever. They do have a, yeah, they've got a med bay, which is fine. But at this point, yeah, I'm going to break this guy. This guy is so slow, he's probably going to die. I'm going to see if we can get him before he gets in. We did! We killed him before he was able to get back to the med bay, which is cool. These guys are struggling. He's going to retreat to the med bay. And I'm going to try and take out this guy before he gets to that. Oh, we almost got him, but not quite. Okay, but now we've got visibility of their ship. I can just wait them out, because I can just break their oxygen. So I'm just going to break their oxygen system. And then we're going to, as soon as that's broken, yeah, then we're going to just take out this guy again. And then we're going to retreat. Just keep an eye on John and Claire's health here. But if I can just weaken them, then my drone can do the rest of it. So just wait. We're okay for now. Yep, they're backing off again. John and Claire are okay for now. Now it's time to retreat. And now we just heal them and then get straight back in. I might want to upgrade the medbay so I can do this faster. But yeah, oxygen is now down. My robot is taking out engines. They're not going anywhere. There's no chance now they're going to be able to do much. My robot can start weakening them really nicely. So at this point, we can just basically just wait them out, which is really, really damn nice. And if I can, yeah, those guys are now weak. This is just... oh, this is just absolutely wonderful. And we don't need to bother taking out anything else. So now it's just a matter of time. That guy is going to be... okay, he's now going to be screwed. I'm going to... can I teleport right on top of him? Can I teleport on top before he gets back to the medbay? No, unfortunately not. But if I can just take out... I'll go for engines next. But now we can just slowly wear them down. Because, like, the game bubbles oxygen properly. The more people on board the ship, the faster the oxygen's being eaten up. So, I'm sending people over right now. I'm not planning to beat them in combat. I'm just trying to out-breathe them, is my plan. I just need to out-breathe them. And I'm getting better and better at fighting as time goes by. John's getting really good at fighting. So now we can just take out their engines too, start doing some good work. And we're just getting really good. Claire is, John's moving up towards level 2. Claire's moving up towards level 1. Oh, they're trying to repair the oxygen, are ya? Oh, no you don't, buddy. Oh, no you don't. No oxygen for you. No oxygen for you, stupid bastards. Get out of the oxygen
And no
room.
health for me.
No health for... okay, you know what? Maybe we should get Claire out there at this point. So this is going to be absolutely fine. Just... yeah, Claire almost died there. Why were you sucking so much? Stop sucking, Claire. Goodness sake. Right, you know what? Everything's under control. Their ship's going to start running out of oxygen really soon. Because they're trying to deploy... there it is! It's out of oxygen! They're now losing oxygen. And Mantis's are terrible at repairs. And they're not... oh, no! Oh, you stupid bastards. Now, if they get it back online, they might die anyway. Come on. Mantis are so bad at repairs. Yes, he died anyway. The oxygen's back on, but it's too late. He might die. Okay, but now we ambush him. Now we ambush him at the last second because he's almost out of health. So now we just basically, we wait for him right here. And there's no way, now we can just kill him. We take out the weapon systems and dead.
Nice.
And now I can demand someone joins my crew but release the rest. So we'll go for a Mantis, right? And behold, new Mantis, King!
Nice.
This Mantis is called King, flipping boom. And now we've got a brand new Mantis. He's already been in chance. He's not a fight, he's a neutral. I kind of want to leave this guy be called King, to be honest. All hail the King, baby. Yeah, this is why you want a big teleporter room. You can teleport 3 people at once, and that's when life gets sexy. Clap.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Logan, who gave us $20 and says, I had to work until 2 a.m. last night, and I'm running on caffeine right now. So an FTL stream is exactly what I need while I catch up on homework for my public school teacher career retraining.
Oh, very exciting.
Thank you for helping me relax.
Okay, so we've got, yeah, someone to basically send a generic distress signal. We can use defense drone blue or teleporter blue. I'm going to offer to beat them aboard because that might be another new crew member. And I did, we got Stelly, a generic human with no skills whatsoever. Claire, do you have anyone lined up who wants to be on the ship?
Let's see. I don't have anybody else lined up, so let's see who gets to it first. But in the meantime, shout out to Lukiko, who has been a member for 3 months, and says, hey, John and Claire, I'm happy to announce that I'm finally moving out of my crappy place next month. So yay for me and sending love for FTL.
Oh, very exciting. I hope you're moving somewhere really nice.
Yes, indeed. Ooh, Annie and Leo as crew, says Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
As a single unified crew member.
I'm not sure how they would feel about that. But yes, we should also have a Phil at some point, I think.
Yes, I think Phil should definitely get to show up. Yes, that is eminently reasonable. Phil can be on the crew. So okay, let's have a Lulu. So I've got to go this way, then I can sort of start looping up and around. So let's go over in this direction, then we'll cut through the nebula, do a bit of a long loop round. So this is going pretty well so far. Gosh darn, it's a robot ship. Spoke too bloody soon. So that's laser drone, by the way, isn't it? Yes, it is. So that drone can't do anything. So the problem is, I don't really have any effective way of killing this thing, because I'd need to, like, destroying a system gets you 1 hit point of damage. Meaning I'd need to send 3 drones to do 5 hit points damage, and drones are expensive. So I think we just need to, unfortunately, wait these guys out. Because in theory I could send the team over, but I think it's better. In fact, this is just a good way of Phil gaining some shield experience, because he's just gonna, gain, and also Hamdog gaining some piloting experience. Hamdog's such a good dog. So it's all going to be fine. Clap! Well, we're just waiting to bypass the event, which I physically can't deal with without guns.
Yeah, Gracious Ink points out in chat we should rename King to King Phil.
That strikes me as a good compromise, but I can't do it right now, unfortunately.
You know what? At that point, we should rename the human Rachel with an E.
That makes a huge amount of sense.
That
yes.
way they can hang out.
That technically King will be joining the boarding party, and Rachel staying safe on the ship. They're not going to spend much time hanging out at all, actually. But yes, we can do that regardless. Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to be sweet, but sure.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. 42 mushrooms gave us £5 and says thank you for a relaxing live stream, as I'm feeling ill from getting my flu shot yesterday.
Ooh.
Yes, I hope you feel
congratulations
better
on getting a flu shot anyway.
Yes, indeed.
And now we're sending in for the first time the whole 3-person team. Oh yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Oh, this is gonna happen. And they've got no med base, so this is gonna be way easier. Unfortunately, this flak is going to hurt. There goes the teleporter again. This is why we keep people on board to repair the teleporter. Rachel's gonna make sure Phil can get home, damn it. And there's the entire, look at that, with 3 mantis it makes such a difference. Dumb. That's the power of having just that extra big teleporter room and a giant pile of fuel. So, like, you save, it's not just that you get more scrap, you also salvage a lot more fuel, so you, like, very rarely have to bother buying fuel, which is really convenient. So, yes, indeed, clap. Oh, that reminds me, yes, I'll make the changes we discussed, by the way. So this is now King Phil.
Yes.
King Phil the Mantis and Rachel without an A, which feels wrong and weird and perverse, but alright.
Wow. Alright. Oh dear. Amanda's been a member for 8 months and says, hey, John and Claire, I loved No Umbrellas Allowed. I laughed so hard, and my husband made a comment about liking weird games, so I bought it. Lol.
It's a really interesting game that's so bloody weird. And like, I know I cut a lot out of it, but like, the interesting thing is, if you play it, like, you'd think it would maybe open with a big, like, you know, prologue. It's like, in the future, the government believes emotions are bad, so therefore the fixed reign. This thing, no! You have to sort of vaguely guess what the fixed reign is. And it appears to be government-sanctioned reign that's going to turn everyone into what's effectively established as zombies. But, like, you sort of just have to guess, because no one says. It's a delightfully baffling game. I love it.
Yeah, and speaking of, shout out also to Lance, who gave us 10 Australian dollars.
Excellent high-quality dollars.
And says, I hate how many games you've made me buy out of frustration at watching you play. I went to bed about 3 hours late today, thanks to No Umbrellas Allowed.
Oh dear. I'm extremely sorry, by the way, for the fact that I did realise after the fact there was a big slot in the centre of the window where you could, which was supposed to be the big recommender slot where you put the most valuable item, presumably to increase its chance of selling, and I didn't realise. I thought that was just like the window. so I didn't realise that that was where there was, like, supposed to be special anything going on. Oh, yeah, good luck, intruders. You've intruded on the wrong cocking ship, mate. You've come into the wrong bloody neighbourhood. Right, well, that's all them dead. Marvellous. Dear, oh, flippin' dear. Okay, you know what? The ship invasion is not so much of a problem for me, but seriously, why does that not give you some scrap? It's the what? This game is 99.9% perfect, aside from the fact the intruder invasion events give you no reward, which means they're just dumb. And yeah, they should give you something. You should, like, scavenge something off the corpses, like, as the excuse. They should have something on their corpses which gives you, a normal amount of scrap as per an encounter. I think it's wrong that they do not. But whatever, eh? Clap.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Digital Bacon, who gave us £5 and says, "Hey, John and Claire, I've loved the channel since the old Rooty Eye days. It got me through a lot over the last few years. Love from the Isle of Skye."
How exciting. And we've got yet another new person.
Wow.
By the way, we've just picked up, we just teleported Kirby aboard, so was anyone leaping forward the last time?
Annie and Leo, remember?
Uh-huh.
That way we've got dogs and cats on the ship.
Okay, remind me, Annie is that spelled the traditional Annie way?
No, A-N-I.
I thought in the back of my mind, and can we get away with it being Annie and Leo? Oh no, that's rude to Annie. We all know in our back of our minds this is Annie and Leo. This is just this. But unfortunately, the game only gives you one of them. Oh dear. So okay, actually, you know, probably best to go for. I mean, I could go for level 3 sensors. You know, if I've already got level 2, I don't feel like I need level 3. I'll go for a little bit of bonus evasion in the engine room. It's probably my best bet. Oh, store, and I've actually got a decent amount of scrap for once. So okay. Go into the store. Let's see if we can find a weapon. Because I need to spend 40 scrap on that. And literally no weapons. Magnificent. They also start off with Mantis pheromones, by the way. They're not worth much. And they give you bonus movement speed, which is actually pretty good. So we'll leave them be. There are 3 NG. I feel like I've got enough crew in general. Distraction boys. So okay. False starts, exile, delayed rebels, 1 jump, fire suppression. None of that's that useful. But I will top up the ship and I'll buy. Yeah, this is the thing. It costs 8 scrap per drone part. This is why you don't want to waste them. You don't want to waste them if you can avoid it. But I will buy those because they are useful. But unfortunately, there was no weapons there. And can I go up to here, then down to here? I think I can get away with that. We'll keep an eye on how that's doing. I think that's acceptable. Yeah, if you can. Oh, sell drone parts. Oh no, I'm not selling drone parts. That's a bit of a wasted one, unfortunately. If I go to... I think I can get away with here, and here, with that being a nebula.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Question from the chat that I'm gonna tweak.
Yes.
They say pick one. I say, fuck, marry, kill. No umbrellas allowed, papers please, not tonight.
Say that again, sorry?
No umbrellas allowed, papers please, not tonight.
Is that a fuck, marry, kill?
Yes.
Probably kill not tonight. It's just a game I didn't find myself thinking about much after I played. It was fun, but it was relatively derivative next to the other 2. I don't think I've had enough time with I think I'd have to say marry, papers, please, and fuck no umbrellas tonight. But like, I might change my mind if after I played a bit more no umbrellas allowed. But like, I know papers, please is really solid and keeps me really interesting. Whereas I don't know whether no umbrellas allowed is going to like run out of speed at some point. Might run out of steam. Sorry.
You're having fun with it right now.
I am.
Who knows?
But you can't know what's going to happen.
Who knows if you want to put a ring on it, you know?
Exactly. So you never know. You're really enjoying saying that phrase recently, aren't you? Also, guess what we've run into? Cocking Zoltan ship. But the one place where a Zoltan ship is not actually a disaster, because it's an asteroid field. The asteroids will take out the Zoltan shield. But the problem is, are they going to be able to take out my shield? Because I think they might not be able to, because they've got 1 ion weapon here. And there we go. Now, with the asteroids have actually worked in my favour. And now there's almost nothing here. So now I'm just going to teleport over to their shield room. And that's going to draw their attention. And then we should be able to win this now pretty simply, actually. They do have a med bay up here. So I feel like I'm gonna start separating the crew out. And oh, they've got sealed doors. Okay, fine. We'll take out all of this then and take you out. This is all absolutely fine. Do I want to bother with a boarding drone? Yeah, you know what? Let's see if the boarding drone ends up anyway good. The boarding drone just hit an asteroid! Bullshit! Absolute bull... Oh, no, wait, did it? Did another boarding drone get... Wait, what just... I don't know what just happened. Something happened. Right, you guys are now on a spot of difficulty. John's running out of health fast. I'm going to teleport these guys home, but their shields are now down, which is kind of all I need, because now the asteroids will do the work for me. And there's also a fire in their oxygen. Oh dear. Oh, this is going wrong for them fast. They're also offering to surrender. No, we don't accept the surrender. Surrender is like the worst thing you can do. It's like surrender's worse, then just killing them. Actually, sometimes surrender can give you more of a particular item, so you might want to keep an eye on that. But I don't know what's about to happen, because now they're on fire. They do have a med bay, but I think unfortunately they are actually going to die, because they're going to be killed by the meteorite striking their ship before the fire kills them, which is a bit of a shame. Because that means I'm going to get less stuff out of this. But there we go. It just dies to that. So that was actually the one place I could take on a Zoltan ship, which is so dumb. But it just worked out beautifully. And yeah, I could completely get away with this, and then this. We'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Patty, who gave us 75 Canadian dollars.
Oh, thank you very, very much, Patty. The best dollars.
Yes, indeed. And Patty says, just popping in for a quick sec between calls. I'm looking forward to catching the full stream later. Keep the great videos coming.
We will do what we can. It's another cocky event where it's just intruders and no reward. Bullshit.
Yeah, and Patty, I hope we managed to get that red while you were still around to
That
hear
literally just arrived. I'm sure you're fine.
Let's see. Jimmy Mental's been a member for 4 months and wants to get a happy birthday from us. I won't be here for it live, but I'll be totally thrilled to hear it later tonight when I watch the replay.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday
to you! You have to suffer for us being completely out of tune and everything. It's terrible. There we go. Claire's finally back up to full health. Bloody hell, Claire. Stop pouring water on laptops. Can I get away with this? Ooh, that's going to be tight. Because this is a nebula. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I think I can just get away with that. And, oh, it's another pulsar. And, oh, a giant slug ship with a cloaking device and everything. Though you can't teleport into a cloak, which is kind of unfortunate. But with mini beam at that, I don't think they can get through. So even on hard mode, this ship is a real nasty hard target. The problem is if my shield gets hit, that's going to be an issue. So I'm just going to teleport right. Oh, they've got like nobody. They've got like nobody in their ship. They've got like 3. So let's get everyone over to here. And I'm going to commit a boarding drone, yes. So let's get over to there. And this is going to do a huge amount of damage. And it just divides their attention a little bit. They do not have a med base. This should be a really easy one. Dead, I think. No, John went up to... John's maxed out. Nice. Oh, but they hit my shield. My shield was gone, so they had a beam, which is irritating.
Could you maybe repair the O2?
I mean, I could do, I guess. I guess I could do said thing.
I mean, you have loads of people.
Yeah, there we go. Job done. That is all taken care of. Everyone gets over here. We get everybody back home. Yeah, if they don't have a med bay, they're in trouble. Clone bay's not so bad because clone bay you can just go and kill before anything too much happens. It's the med bays that are really tricky to deal with. Clap.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to oh dear. On the subject of the computer, shout out to Wobble who gave us £5 and says, careful John, killing your employee with faulty equipment is frowned upon. Best to sack Claire for gross misconduct or buy a new one via expenses.
Don't worry, I don't have to worry about that. I've actually got Claire insurance. Sounds like a joke, but it's not. Because Many TrueNet is a business and I'm technically a company director, I am legally obliged to take out insurance on all of my employees in case they do something dumb and kill themselves with company equipment. So this is precisely what we take this insurance out for. This insurance saw Claire coming. So I have insurance against Claire getting herself killed by incompetently mishandling company property, which is precisely what she did. So for once, I feel I don't mind the fact I'm legally obliged to take out that insurance. But I have to take out Claire insurance.
The laptop is fine. It's working now. as several people have pointed out, the amount of, like, electricity that would, like, shock me and hurt me would definitely fry the motherboard before I got to that point. So the fact that it's turning on, you know,
let's try
is a
NG.
pretty good sign.
Because NG are, often going to, they're not going to have Zoltan or anything. And Slug can be a bit difficult because Slug, your sensors don't work in the nebula. So let's try. NG's probably going to be fun. Just check if for once we haven't got. Oh no, if for once it's not a troll galaxy. It's down here. No, it's entirely not troll. It's actually all pretty well hooked together. You can go pretty much any way you want to on this occasion. So this is going pretty well. And if we can just get to the final sector, we get the Mantis C, which is kind of exciting. So that is, I mean, just look at this. This is why I like NG ships. They're often small ships with only like a couple of people on board, supplemented by drones. So as a result of that, we can just get over here and just annihilate them. So these guys are going to die. There's no med kit. If we're lucky, we can kill them before the flak even gets to fire the first time. So there's one dead. And if we're really lucky, come on. Dead. They didn't even get to fire the flak. 32 scrap and 4 fuel on a hard mode. Like, yeah, that's pretty much precisely what you want. And to be honest, I'm tempted to start sending Hamdog over with them. Because now I've got extra people. I could put Annie and Leo onto piloting duties. And max out the number of people being sent over in one go. Because rock people are good fighters. Not because they're particularly good at, like, doing damage, but they do have bonus health. They've got, like, 50% more health than anybody else. Yes, Clap?
Yeah, the people in chat are,
oh no, what have I done now?
The people in chat want to know, if we have John insurance, if we have Tabby insurance, and if I, am a union.
We have Claire insurance insofar as I have to take out insurance against Claire's gross incompetence, which is, something we have to bank on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Legally, he has to take insurance for me because I'm his employee.
Yes, Tabby, you've got really good Tabby insurance.
Well, Tabby's not an employee of the business.
As much as we like to say she is.
She's not insured by the business, but she is insured by me.
Yes.
Because we got her when she was 10, so I got like the highest bit of insurance that's recurring and they can't kick me off the insurance.
Yes, and I chose to insure myself not long ago just because if I was to suddenly die due to being hit by a bus or something, given like it wouldn't be really viable for you to keep, Manitruda running by yourself because you wouldn't be able to like play the games in the commentary or whatever. Manitruda would just basically shut down overnight. It would mean that would be kind of the end of our, business. So as a result, I've taken out insurance on myself not long ago just in case I suddenly died so that Claire would not be out on the street.
Yay, not being out on the street.
So we are all insured, just in slightly different ways.
Yes, indeed. Also, shout out to Axelfack, who gave us $100.
Thank you very, very much, Axelfack.
And says, Hamdog, take the wheel!
Hamdog's just been taken off the wheel. Hamdog's now being tossed into the meat grinder. We can buy fuel, but that's pretty cheap fuel, to be honest. I mean, it's cheaper to buy fuel at these stations, because that's 1 for 2, so I will do that. But I'm kind of looking for another shop, because I've not seen a single gun in a shop yet, and we're in Sector 3. And hang on, what do you want? They're looking for military supplies that'll improve my reactor. 2 missiles and 2 drone parts for a reactor upgrade. I will take that, because that's 2 because missiles I'm not using, and I probably won't. 2 drone parts is 16, and it would cost me, I think, 20? Or 20, so it's slightly a good deal. I think it's just a good... Yeah, it would have cost me 25. So that is still just a good deal, and we'll need that sooner or later. There's a shop right there, so we will go to that in a second. I'll just nip down here first. So I'm really hoping for a gun, because I want to actually have a weapon. So we've got Federation Encrypted Signal, send the away party, and... weapon. It's a stun bomb, which is not normally a weapon I care about, but it's kind of interesting, because it's a way of basically, just paralyzing enemies on the ship. So, okay. We've also got, excuse me. We've also got scrap, fuel, and that stun bomb. And it is really cheap, so... I mean, I've got, like, no missiles, so I literally just gave 2 missiles. Oh, no, I won't be using missiles this run. Probably best we move over to the... Oh, double store! Woohoo! I want to get over to double store, but there's also now a quest up there, irritatingly, which is going to be difficult to...
Wait, is that a... Yeah, okay, you can actually get
I
there.
could, but if I go to both stores, which I want to be able to do, I will not be able to get up here, because this will be gone. And then I'll need to get that. I will not be able to get here if I go That will be, yeah, easy covering that. So that would be dangerous to go through. Not a chance in hell is that not make it there in 3 jumps.
Yeah, and there's no nebulas to slow
Exactly,
down.
there's no nebula to slow down. So I'd rather do a double store pass.
What's the, can you look at the other path?
What other path? You mean down bottom? Down bottom is super easy. It's
yeah,
anything.
it's just that I couldn't see, because you weren't going...
Yeah, it's anything. But the top, you have to either go up here, or... There is a 2 jump here, so I could go... If I kind of rush the end, I could go up, and then back down. But that's a 5 if I don't want to retrace my steps. Which is possible, but tricky. But I want to check both stores, because a double store session when you've got 150 is really good, because like that's some of the most expensive stuff you've got. So, okay, cloaking, back at battery, mind control, automated reloaders, never bad. Automated, but then I don't have any guns, so it is kind of this is the one time it is bad. Am I ever going to use a stun bomb? Because that's an ion damage and stunning all crew in a room. The thing is, I'm already in the room, so I feel like I'm not. But okay, let's try the other shop first before I make a decision on that. Try store number 2. And...
Yeah, I mean that's also the problem with double stores, that you want to be able to.
Okay, weapons.
Yeah.
Including flak. Now, flak is not bad. The problem is, am I ever going to invest in weapons sufficiently that I'm going to be able to bypass tougher and tougher shields? Because we're getting into 2 shield blobs already. So flak by itself does nothing. Which makes me think that a potential better option could be... Yeah, could be going for missiles or bombs. Now, there's also emergency respirators, which could be useful for a boarding party.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, is it too late for scrap recovery in your book?
Yeah. No, I don't think it is. I could also replace Medbay with Clone Bay, but I don't want to do that. Mind control, that's the one. That's the one right there. Mind control syncs up so nicely with a boarding party, because when you're being attacked, just being able to briefly say, actually, one of you's going to be working for me now, it just gets them out of the room, it gets them out of the way, it keeps them busy. Mind control. I don't normally rate it, but on a boarding ship, it's really good. That's what I want. I'm going for mind control.
Flak makes it easy to burst shield. Flak against Zoltan shield, people are saying.
They're not wrong that having it, but I could use the stun bombs against Zoltan shields.
Yeah, but I just...
You know what? I think buying the flak wouldn't be a bad idea, even if I don't necessarily want to always use it.
But just do you not... I mean, I don't know. I guess the question is with weapons and everything.
Yeah.
Because... Okay, if you get... So, mind control 75.
I could afford flak and mind control, yes.
But what else do you got in... Because you can sell...
I could sell the stun bomb, yeah.
For 20.
But I could already afford both.
Yeah, but like the respirators you were talking about.
I can leave the respirators happily. I'm going to take flak and mind control. That's my final slot. Can't have anything else. I am going to then, yeah, if I wanted to increase my weapon slot, I'd need 40, which is not that much. And yeah, now I can have the stun bomb on, and I can then choose between stun bomb and flak. If I just put 40, and then that's it. The flak is just for bypassing super shields.
So wait,
the stun bomb is for occasional usage.
The flak is not missiles, right?
No, the flak is not.
So folks are saying you have no missiles whatsoever.
It's true.
Is it possible to like...
I'll pick some up.
Yeah.
I've got nothing I really want to sell, to be honest. The stun bomb is situationally useful. There will be times when that will actually be useful, where I can stun people, then warp on top of them. It's a funny weapon. I will take just a couple of missiles now. I've got plenty of fuel. I'm okay on drone parts. I'm going to drop all my money on all that. And yeah, look at here. You couldn't have made it to that.
Yeah,
or rather,
of course not.
It would have been... I mean, it's actually closer than I thought it was going to be honest. The question is whether I can make it to the quest, which I'm going to try and make a run for, but I might need to end up retracing my steps a little bit. We'll have to see. And someone's walked... You see, look at this. NG space. Double NG. Useless. No med bay. No clone bay. Just send the entire team in. What are they going to do? Nothing. They're going to try and react, and then they're going to die. He's already half dead. And already mostly dead. Hamdog's now getting involved. Mantis is doing beautiful work. And dead. And dead. And there we go. 25. And there's a missile. Unfortunately, I am going to get hit by that missile. Can't stop that. Did 2 damage. Dear oh flippin' dear. Right, someone go and repair that, please. You lot. But yeah, look at that. We're now... NG ships in particular, I think, was a good pick. We're just slaughtering them or barely taking any damage now. Clap.
Yes, indeed. A shout out to 13th, who gave us 10... Ooh, I forget what this currency is called. Sorry, I'll come back to that. We've got a couple of... we've got a few people who've not left a message. So...
Another store. 3rd store. This is going to be... Okay,
wow.
This store is going to have the exact weapon I want, and it's going to kill me. That's the... Okay.
What's the exact thing you want?
I don't know, but this store's going to have something amazing. It's going to have like a weapon pre-ignite. Actually, I don't need a weapon pre-igniter, but... You know what? That's not the best. You know what I could do without that? It's not... It hasn't broken my heart today. That's not broken my heart. That's fine.
You could repair the ship.
I could repair the ship. Yeah, you know what? Why not? That's not a bad call. And I do have a few missiles at this point. Now, do I have time?
Oh my goodness. Quest, distress, and distress.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Where does the other distress go? What is linked together?
The final distress does link straight to the exit. I'm going to do all 3, and then we're just going to have to fight our way past the exit. Fuck it. We're doing all 3. We're doing all 3. We've got friends. We've got allies. And the game's like, oh, you need friends because these guys got 3 shield blobs. I don't give a shit about shield blobs, mate. Shield blobs are not a concern of mine. So deploy the entire cocking team and a boarding drone, please. And yes, deactivate power to med bay for the time being. Activate boarding drone. Activate everything. These guys are going to try and do... Are you going to try and walk to me? Okay, these guys now work for me now. You stupid bastards.
Point.
Yes.
During the Hermit in chat would like to know if you could have teleported back and left before the missile hit before.
Possibly? I'm not sure.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I've got a couple of messages. I've got a couple of people who didn't leave a message. Wobbly was Zoc, who's been a member for 27 months. And 13th, who gave us 10 Mexican pesos.
Excellent pesos.
So... if you do want to leave a message, please reply me in the chat. We've also got a little sticker from Runak that just says thanks on the little purple heart. And they gave us 39 rupees. Yes, we've got quite a few messages coming in.
Oh, excellent. You've got plenty of time then.
Yes, indeed. Russell gave us $10 and says, I'm enjoying the live stream. The joy I hear in your voice when you play this game is so infectious that I can't help but smile. So thank you for making me smile.
How did I just miss with a stun bomb? I was going to be so clever there. I was going to ion the med lab and then walk in and then kill them while the med lab was ioned. And I missed a ship that's not currently being piloted. How? How did that happen? Right, get the team home, because actually it's only Claire that's getting weak, to be honest. Yes?
Did you hear the really sweet message?
I was partly distracted.
Yeah. So, Russell gave us $10 and says, I'm really enjoying the live stream. The joy that I hear in your voice when you play this game is so infectious that I can't help but smile. So thank you for making me smile.
Oh, that's very sweet.
It is very sweet, isn't it? And you know, I really feel this one. Because, like, when you get happy and excited about stuff, you get really happy and excited about stuff.
Okay.
It's really sweet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was distracted by my plan to be amazing. Let's teleport these guys home and just heal up the Mantis team. And then we'll find a way to kill this guy. And then, yeah, repower all of that.
Can we rename the boarding drone at all?
I don't think that can be named. No, I'm not sure that's actually a thing.
Ooh.
I'm very sorry. Right, everyone's now ready to go back over to here. So what we need to do now is we need to ideally find a way to... yeah, I'm gonna get the crew back over there as soon as the cooldown teleporter runs out. Where are you going? Okay, now this is what we want to do. We want to stun bomb this. Okay, so that room is now not operating. We now send everyone over to this room, and now we kill him, but while the ion is on, and if we can, is the room... What? Oh, they're trying to run. We're not going to be able to run without a cooking engine, so I think it's okay. We just need to... Okay, we can't... Can we kill him? Can we actually... Are we out-damaging him? You get out of that room, because your damage output's not so high. You get into this room. Come on! I think yeah, we got him! Cocking how? Oh, we got a new person too.
Woohoo!
Okay, we have got a person. We've got an end user, very strong repairer. So that there is marvellously good news. Get over to this incredibly damaged ship before it runs out of oxygen, which is moments away from happening, and heal up everybody. Claire.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Carl, who gave us £5 and says, an FTL stream. My birthday must have come early. Thank you guys. This has made my night so much better.
Oh, that's lovely to hear.
Yes, and also from Lynn, who gave us £5. Hey, John and Claire, I'm sick today. Not COVID, but my tummy isn't happy. So I'm taking a writing break. I've got lots of lovely comic concept art, though.
Ooh,
yay!
Very exciting.
Yeah, that is super exciting.
So yeah, I've now got weapon 2, so I can now power either the flak or the stun bomb, as is most relevant to me at any given moment, which is pretty good, all things considered. Combine that with a 4-person boarding party that is, yeah, maxed out to damage. Claire is almost maxed out to damage. Hamdog is still learning. Phil's doing pretty good. So we're getting up towards damage there. And we've got a decent crew, including a decent, competent repair person back in the base. Yeah, you know, I think even if I went back via the store, I'm not convinced that would actually be okay. So I'm just going to do both distress signals, and then we're just going to deal with the problem. We'll just deal with it. It's fine. And, ooh, improved sensors. Run another scan. So, smoldering NG research station. And... okay, there is an NG, and we can save the NG or save the drone. I've already got plenty of crew, to be honest. So, save the drone! It's hull repair. That's actually really good.
Yeah, because, yeah, no, that's great.
So, yeah, I can, if I want to, I can just, yeah, I can basically now trade ship parts after a fight for hull repair. So I'm just going to keep that. I'm not going to have that set all the time, but I can just move it into being set and just use it. So it will just...
So wait, does it, like, if you've taken, like, half of your hull of damage, you can spend 1 drone part to fix all of it?
No, I spend 1 drone part to fix between 3 and 5 at random, then another drone part for another 3 and 5, another drone part, another 3 and 5.
Okay, I've never used it,
etc.
So.
It's a really good thing to just keep in the cargo bay. It's a really good one to just keep in the cargo bay. Now, I'm aware we just abandoned that engine to die. I'm aware we did that. And our shields down won't last long. Teleporter or defense drones. No, we use the teleporter again. And they refuse at first, and then they agree. Thank you, we should return to our families. I'm sure we can muster up a reward if you take us home. Tend to a nearby planet where they're from. And they've done some repairs.
Oh, that's very nice.
I imagine that would have been even better had it been that. Okay, so now we have to take on whatever this is.
Fun time.
This is fine. We've got... This is definitely going to be 100% worth it. There's a slight ship battery situation.
It doesn't look that bad, to be honest, from the point of view of we have a 4-person
kill team.
Crew.
But they do have the med bay, irritatingly. So I'm going to deploy, I'm going to deploy the boarding drone immediately. I'm going to deploy the full team into their weapon rooms. If we can just kill their weapons, then the only thing to worry about is the ASB, which is admittedly not the least
yeah, and you
important
could,
thing
like,
in the
maybe
world.
try and stun the med bay.
Yeah, exactly. I can do another med bay stun, which is very useful. So, okay, that's into that room. And if we're lucky, some of them will be drawn off by this. And now I'm just going to mind control one of them, just to further get things on my side. So their engines are going to be screwed momentarily, and the stun bomb's almost ready to go. The flak will hurt when that hits, and now the stun bomb's not ready to go yet, but we can now take out their weapons. So honestly, the priority right now is the weapons. I'd rather just take the weapon system down, because if the weapons go down, because we're not really looking to win this fight, because even if you do, you only get 1 fuel. So there's kind of no point. The better option is just to do what you can, then get the flip out. And we will get hit by the ASP at some point, which will be a little bit of damage. What can you do, eh?
Well, we just had 3 free repair, so...
Exactly. It's going to be absolutely fine. We've got a little bit of evade still. We're up to... I think the sensors just got hit. We're just damaging them so fast. They're just being driven out of the room. Is the flak still... And then keep going. Come on, guys. And break the flak. They're still desperately trying to keep the flak online, the bastards. Unfortunately, yes, we've lost cockpit, which means we're going very slow. We're not getting out of here right now. This is starting to turn against us, to be honest.
Can you not send a human who's in shield to help repair the cockpit faster?
Yes, but I also need my shields. I think I better send the NG, to be honest, just to speed up a little bit. Right, that's now operating because NG's great. See if he can get the thing back up. I'm a bit worried that the crew's starting to get a little bit on the damage side here. But I just need
get Phil back home.
I just need the weapons dead first. Okay, we've taken out the flak, which is kind of the priority. But you're right. I think we need to give my team a rest. Just one more. Come on, one more. Come on. They've got so much. Okay, it's time to get them home because they were literally coming in. Okay, now we can get everybody healed up, or at least some of them. Most of you guys are fine for the time being. Right, get auction off for the time being. And yes, you're right, some of these guys need a little bit of healing. You get my sensors back online. Their ship is badly damaged, and in particular, their weapons are... That was 3 damage, but it's... Oh, there's a breach in the sensor room. It's under control. It's all absolutely fine. We're just going to get that sorted out, then we'll let the room re-auctionate. NG are very good at repairing everything. You guys are almost back to being ready to move in. We are now, yeah, we're ready to move out. Their weapons are offline. I'm not sure how many crew members they've got left, to be honest. And I'm also not sure if I can... If I stun you right now... Oh, he got out in time, and I've just stunned my own robot. I didn't even know whether my robot actually was affected by that, to be honest. You guys get down over here. You get in the med bay at this point. We'll swap you all round in a second. The auction probably ought to go back on, you know, at some point or another. Who fucking knows? I feel like we should probably just prioritize leaving in a moment. The ASP target is locked, but if we can just get out of there in a second. Is it coming in? That was another 3 damage. Yeah, I think we're not gonna... There's no point fighting this to the end, even though I think we could win. Because we only get 1 fuel. Zolt! No! Fuck! It's the Zoltans! Okay, this is why we wanted the flak. The flak is now high priority. The flak just became very high priority. The last thing I wanted to see was Zoltan Homeworld. Okay, I've got some light repairs to do. Claire, all yours.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. By the way, do we still have... Yes, we still have 1 person to name. So just a point on naming suggestions.
Yes.
Particularly today, just because we've got John and Claire and Hamdog and Phil. You know, we've got like regulars and you know, people who are... It's just significant.
Yes.
So if you have a naming suggestion, please actually say, you know, why.
Yes.
Make a case for it. Don't just shout a name.
Yes, yeah.
Because there's only 1 person, there's only 1 crew member to rename, and there's many of us who might want to be on the ship. So let's see. Let's see who we have. And oh, this is weird.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Calio just gave us 5 Canadian dollar.
Excellent dollars.
Dollars even. Sorry. And say, hey John and Claire, thanks for all the content. Question for you both. If you were a household appliance, what would you be?
I'd go for waffle maker.
Yeah.
Not, you know, not useful in many day-to-day scenarios, but fun to indulge in on occasion, and produces good stuff when you're in the right mood for it. You're just going to be a coffee maker, we all know it.
I mean, yeah.
Purely because coffee.
Coffee. Maybe like a chocolate fountain.
That's not a household appliance.
I mean, look, I've never had one.
It's not a household appliance.
True, that's fair. Well, I don't know.
Okay, Zoltan bomber, but asteroids, which is not the worst thing in the world.
If it's an appliance, does it have to be something that, like, you plug in and stuff? Or... That feels like that's part of the meaning of an appliance.
Okay.
Oh, that's mean.
Yes.
Claire would be an egg beater. How dare you?
Wow. Right, fire the flak, and that should take care of this. And this is going to do some damage to the weapon systems, irritatingly. But honestly, the weapon systems have already almost done their job. Zoltans have, like, no health. As soon as we get past the super shield... Oh, that's the one dumb moment to have got a stun. I just need one asteroid to hit them. I need one There it is! We're sending in the team. Now they're going to die. Now they cocky die. Do they even have a medbay? They do have a medbay, but it's really dumbly positioned out the way. Prepare to activate all of this. And now, as soon as we can get the ion off this room, get the... Oh, we're taking some damage. They've got... Yeah, that's a burst laser too. They are going to try and make a run for... Yeah, the side rooms. I feel like in a way, actually, I should have 2 people waiting over here. Just to actually, you know, leave them where they are for the time being. But as soon as they start running, then I might want to just take out, yeah, these 2 knives. I think these 2 guys we can now ambush as they try and flee. So that, you're on... Okay, we've already taken out 2. Now we need to start taking out weapon rooms. We are taking damage here. The teleporter is extremely badly damaged. The oxygen is down. But I'm more interested in what's going on over here. This is about to hurt. This one is really about to hurt, actually. The shield is currently ioned. But we are starting to do some damage to their ship. I think we maybe want to prioritize just, yeah, trying to kill the Zoltans as soon as... Ow! That's a big fire. Okay, we need the oxygen. The oxygen needs to be fixed priority, especially now fire is eating into the oxygen. People are in a little bit of trouble. We're going to move Phil out of here to a side room. The drone room is currently on fire, but we can sort that out. The ship is into the red, and in a moment, one of you move over to here and assist. We're taking out the last Zoltan. Okay, now stop him. And there we go, dead, and we've got a Zoltan as well. Who's an expert at shields. Okay. Ship is slightly on fire. Let's just start repairing her up a little bit. Claire?
Yes, indeed. I like this suggestion from Myra. Maybe Claire could be an egg poacher, because then John would be in hot water.
Oh!
Much like my laptop.
Yeah, that wasn't hot water, it was cold water, it was the rain.
Yeah, no, I know it was.
Yeah.
But, like, oh, come on. I was helping here. I mean, somebody else said Claire would be a slow cooker for the joke that John is like a frog that doesn't realize he's in hot water until it's too late.
Lol, it's quite good.
Well, I would probably want to be a slow cooker because slow cookers are awesome and I use them all the time.
Yeah.
We, in fact, have some chicken soup,
in the
slow cooker right
now. Yeah.
Before we started the stream, it was already smelling bloody awesome.
Pretty sweet, yeah.
So that's a good shout. The thing with the frogs, though, it's not actually true. That's not an actual, like, that's not a science.
Yeah.
And John is not very often in hot water, you guys. Like, I know he makes it weird a lot of the time and stuff.
I don't get caught, I'm really good at hiding it.
What? No, I just...
See? You see what I mean? She has no clue about half the shit.
As if you had time to, like, do anything objectionable. You're working all the time.
Fair enough. Okay, so now, okay, this is kind of, actually, no, I literally can't actually set the,
yes, it is a
the
good
heal
thing
drone.
that you bought the hull repair drone, huh?
But I can't actually use it here because
No, I know.
I'm in danger officially. But if I can just find an empty space... Oh, look, here's a store. I think I can deploy it at a store. Though I'd rather try and get a tiny bit more money before we go to the store. So we're going to loop round top and then loop into the store. I think we're okay. There was just... Why are we in Zoltan? Why are we in Zoltan space? Oh, God. That's a weird Zoltan ship, to be honest. We've got the flak. I hate being in Zoltan space. This is going to absolutely really mess us up. Okay, and I can't change over to a different drone again. The pipe beam can't do a thing. If we're lucky and they don't sync up their weapons right, they can't touch us. So we just have to... Actually, Can you? No, super shields block mind control as well as teleporters. Super shields are so damn powerful. Okay. But if we just wait for the right moment, we might be able to just avoid all damage if we're lucky. Yeah, at this point, if they don't synchronize their weapons properly, nothing happens. So I might just be able to weather this storm. So there's that. That's going to bypass that. That's just miss, and that should be... Okay, if we can just take out the shield now, because Flak's pretty good at that. There we go, we're now in. Which means now we move in. They don't have a med bait, they're absolutely mega boned. They're so mega boned. They got one bit of damage in with the pipe beam there. They got really lucky. But now we're going to absolutely slaughter them. And they've got no way to actually deal with it. And they got one hit again. We need to take them out right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They are... Wait, why on earth? How did we get so low? What the hell happened here? I don't know. Are they very good fighters? I'm not sure. Okay, just get over here. This guy's going to die right now, and everyone is just okay. That was... Wait, what the flip happened there? Were those Zoltans like the biggest badasses who ever lived? Because they almost had us. And also the ship's in a bit of trouble. Okay, this is where we start... This is where we start getting the special toys out. This is where we start getting the hull repair into play. So now we just say hull repair, and the hull repair just goes whoop, and then it goes whoop, and then it goes whoop, and then everything's fine. So yeah, and then I'm just going to do that again. Just do it again. And now I can just get myself out of the danger zone. Though, to be honest, that was a lot of scrap. So now I can go to the store and do repairs. So hang on. A repair is 2 scrap per repair. Okay, it's actually as efficient as repair shopping. Because in a shop, you pay 2 scrap per point of hull damage. This is...
Zoltans explode when they die?
Do they do damage when they explode? If that's true, I never knew that. I had no clue.
Can you heal Hamdog?
Yes, he was on the other ship. He just wasn't in the right room to be teleported. He'll be dealt with. He'll be dealt with right now. Tiny bit of healing and repairing to do. Claire.
Yes, and of course, please use your drone.
I'm using it, but we're also about to go to a shop, so I'll save the drone part. Because, yeah, the drone, because it does between 3 and 5 bits of damage, on average it does 4, it costs 8, so therefore it is, on average, 2 points of scrap per heal. So it's exactly the same efficiency as a shop. I'd never done that maths before, but that's actually kind of fun. So, okay, everyone's back to strength. Everyone go back to where you should
that was
be.
added in Advanced Edition, apparently. I feel like I wouldn't have known that personally because I'm not very good at FTL. I enjoy it a lot, but I'm not very good at it. So I usually, you know, like actually just kill the ship with weapons.
I never knew the Zoltans when they... I knew they did a burst. I thought it was just static. I had no idea it actually did damage. That could have killed my boarding team. That would have been a bit of a disaster. Blimey. But yeah, we should now go to the shop and maybe consider doing healing at the store. Or we could do one more jump before we go to the store. That would get me to over 100. I think I've got enough health to do one more jump. Please not a Zoltan ship.
Especially since you have that drone.
Please not a Zoltan ship. Intruders on board.
Lol.
3rd fucking time! Where are they? What room are they in? They're over here. Deploy the team to deal with them. Yeah, my team should absolutely slaughter them. They're just basic humans. No others seem to be around. And guess what I've got, guys? Oh, look, I've got mind control. So he's just going to go and, like, stand in the oxygen room. Just by himself. He just feels like it. And... Not
just attack somebody else?
No, he's on my team now, so he's got no one to attack.
No, but attack one of his people.
No, for some reason, if you do that during this event, they just agree they're going to stand right here, and it's really weird. And there we go, that's worn off, and now it's 2 versus 1, Mantis versus this guy, he's dead. And I get the 3rd time I've got this event. This bloody event. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Clap.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, let me just get back to my document. I was in chat. We've got a message from David, who gives us stock exchange updates.
Oh yes, of course.
As you well know, David gave us $6.84 and says the dollar continues to fall against the pound. Dow Jones 600-point jump over the weekend. Sorry, I have to think about
and
how
not
to...
say the Dow Jones as you did that one time very famously.
Well, yes, indeed, because the only time I used to hear about the Dow Jones a lot, like when we were watching the news on TV, like in French, when I was a kid and I lived in France. Anyway, looking to commodities future as a hedge against inflation or Jaffa cakes. I don't know what any of that means, but you said Jaffa cakes, so I'm in favor.
Now, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would never normally buy the healing burst, but a healing bomb for my own crew members.
I mean, that seems very... What's reconstructive teleport? Is that you
get fully healed by teleportation.
That's cool. It's expensive, though.
Yeah, I think it's 1, expensive, and 2, like, if you've just teleported them over to the other ship, they're already at full health. And if you teleported them back home, you can just heal them in a med bay, and by the time the teleporters cool down, they'll already be fully healed by the med bay anyway.
What's on page 1?
Page 1 was a variety of drones.
Cool.
Anti-drone drone, which I think is far too situational.
Oh, yeah.
Fire drone, which is a fun gimmick, but I'm not going to be reliably getting through the shields.
Use it with,
exactly, not with this build.
Hull repair we already have.
Already have, and I can't have cloak and hacking, so I'm already at full system limits because I've already got mind control and teleporter. So I've already got everything I can allowed to have.
Let's see, can you... I mean, what about the burst?
Sorry?
There's a burst. There's a chain laser? Sorry. Burst, I said.
I mean, I think it's not as good as flak, to be honest. I don't see why I'd want that over. I think flak is more reliable for 2 points of energy.
I don't know. I just think the chain laser is quite fun because then you can.
I don't know. I think it's fine. I think if anything, I'd go for double flak 1. I think double flak 1 for 4 energy is actually pretty good.
I mean, I think we can all get behind something that can be a double flak 1, but also, how about what are we doing for the healing of the ship? Though?
I can do a bit of healing here. And interestingly, actually, healing here is 3 scrap, meaning it's actually cheaper for me to not heal the ship, but instead buy drone parts, because...
So wait, so it's guaranteed 3? Because it's 3 to 5?
No. If it's 3 to 5, it's going to be on average 4.
Yeah, okay, but it can't be less than 3.
No, it can't be less than 3.
Okay. So,
you've played games before. You know what 3 to 5 in a game means. It means a number between 3 and 5. Means.
I'm just checking that you like.
You must be delightful during D&D.
Okay, well, sort of. I am.
I'm buying another flak. I'm going double flak.
You're delightful during everything, so it's fine.
And then I'm buying nothing but this stuff. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to do hull repair. And we're going to go for 3 to 5, which is a number that's either 3, 4, or 5. Because those are the numbers between 3 and 5. And yep, there's 4. And I'm going to do that just 2 more times. So I've just dropped 24 on healing. And that's actually cheaper than anything else. So that's another 4. And I get lucky, there's a 5. So this is actually, I'm getting healing like 50% cheaper than it would be on a shop. And if I get 3 here, that will be 4. No, I got 4, a 5, and a 4. That's really good. So we're looking really good all of a sudden. And I've got double flak. So how much is it going to cost me? It's going to cost me like 60 to have that. And I've got loads of power. This is... Yeah. This is really interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I just need like 60 more scrap and I can be running double flak 1. And that is 6 shots in a single moment. That's enough to take apart Zoltans and just knock down pretty much any shield. Right, I need to start making a run towards the end here. I need some stuff I can get by it. I did like it to not be a Zoltan ship. And that's just a Zoltan monastery that I could go and visit. That's just a tourist trap. We don't need that. I need to get over to the nebula ASAP. That's going to be good. Here we go. It's a not Zoltan ship. Yes! It's a defense drone, but that will shoot down the boarding. So I can't board, but I'm going to be honest. I feel like I don't need it because these guys... Oh, they don't have a med bay. You guys are about to die. You are about to die. Have fun. Right, and that guy can just go and deal with that. Oh, he sent a boarding drone to me, though. I think we should just stay out of its way. To be honest, just let it do its thing. The worst it can do is 1 point of damage by breaking the cockpit. So I think we should just stay out of its way and just win by killing all these people. So that's you dead.
Yeah, I think that all happened probably before it manages to do 1 point of damage, no?
Yeah, I think so. And can I actually unpower this to... No, this will be faster for me to actually turn the mind control off, because I can't kill this guy until he's not on my team, which is hilarious. Actually, no, I should go and take out the drone control. Then I can...
Since we're just waiting for those people to die...
Yeah.
I'm gonna say some super chats, yeah?
That seems reasonable and acceptable to me, yes.
Amazing. Hey, shout out to the Dark Elements who gave us 200 Norwegian krona and says, hey, thanks for all the fun and videos. You've been a good distraction from everyday life and work with my masters. I got an answer 2 days ago and passed. Now I'm a teacher.
Oh, sweet.
Can I be one of the crew named TBF, the Blue Fire?
I'm not sure we can fit all that in, but if we're allowed to...
Blue Fire?
Oh, just Blue Fire. But TBF Blue Fire.
No. TBF as in it stands for the Blue Fire.
Ah, okay. As in one word or two?
You can do one word so it shows up properly.
Then it will show up properly. Yep. So that's our healer.
And
we
then
still have a Zoltan
I believe
as well.
somebody else was saying that they had asked for a name in a donation. So let me look that up actually. Did they say crew? There you go. Oh yes, Russell gave us $10 and says I wouldn't mind having myself a new crew member called Zombie Corn.
Zombie corn, as in the zombie in corn?
Yeah, he didn't put an E.
Probably as in like unicorn,
rather
than my mind went straight to corn, like, you know, corn but a zombie. There you go.
Yeah.
Zombie corn.
You're called Zombie Co for short?
Zombie Co. It's the company that produces zombie corn. It was genetic modification, GM crops. It went wrong.
Oh god.
It went wrong in the future. Oh, there's a distress signal down here, which I really shouldn't go and answer because problems. I should go and just get in the nebula as fast as possible. Yeah,
if you go in the nebula,
I'll
then
have way
you'll
more
be able
time.
to do
Yeah, I'll
more
have way
as well.
more time. That's true. Nebula, damn it! It's a cocking ship that I can't do much with. And it's cloaked too, so we're just basically waiting on. We're just waiting this girl out, pretty much.
So DB Explorer gave us $5 and says, "Hey guys, flopping from work here, yay FTL."
Damn straight.
Anthony gave us £10 and points out that John IRL has perception -1, luck 11, charisma 12, charisma 12.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like maybe charisma higher than that.
That halberd beam is really starting to annoy me.
Okay, well, there's no point complimenting you if you're not gonna hear it.
I literally just said charisma back to you. I heard it.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get a shield back. Oh, this thing is actually starting to hurt me. I need my drone.
That's the ship that the boarding drone can easily kill, apparently.
Well, yeah, but it's going to take it a bloody long time. And in the meantime, the halberd beam is tearing me apart because this bastard is refusing to go for the weapons room. If we're lucky, they'll both fire simultaneously. Okay, so that halberd beam is one of the few moments where it's not doing anything.
Can you not teleport and break the weapons with people?
Yeah, but they'll start suffocating. And they might suffocate to death before I can the teleport's off cooldown to bring them back.
Ah.
There's your problem. Right there. And I need... This guy is just... I'm just going to take out the shields.
Russell says Zombie Co is much better than
Why am
Zombie
I not
Co?
using my flak, by the way? That's an interesting question. I think I was trying to, but then the weapon room
I think you were too used to not having weapons.
I think I was too used to... I think that's
happened?
actually true, yes. I think I was actually too used to not having weapons. And the problem we've got here is... I forget to fucking stun bomb. Get anything on. Get the flak on if we can. This is doing dumb amounts of damage. I don't like it. Why is my robot refusing to do anything? Why are we not... Okay, get the shields up. Go. Okay, finally he's moved over to the weapon room. Finally.
Also, finally, John noticed about the guns.
Yeah, I just remembered I've got guns. I'd forgotten about that. Okay, now we can start taking out the weapons. Go. Yay, no more helmet beam. Okay, so now we can just wear this old girl down. Clap.
Yeah,
I forgot we didn't have guns.
Shout out to Henry the 8th Fake, who gave us £2. and says, "Did John say slavers are really good?" Awkward face.
Only insofar as when you defeat them, if you don't blow up the ship, you get a free person. You don't get a free slave. But what you do is you get to free a slave, which is different to having a free slave.
And also much
Very
better.
important, yes.
Will you also note how long ago that was?
Quite a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to Beleaguered Monk, who gave us $10 and says, "I ran a 10-mile race, so MHEN gets $10. I'm loving the Forgotten City and loving Fallout 4 YOLO. As usual, thanks to John and many a true nerd for making my days easier and giving us all some distraction."
Forgotten City should be wrapping up, I think, next week. I think that'll be wrapping up next week, so that's very exciting.
Yes, indeed. Julio has been a member for 22 months and says, "I can't wait for the playthrough of Skyrim 10th Anniversary Edition, John!"
Maybe not a full playthrough. We'll definitely be giving it a look-see at the absolute bare minimum.
We can't really... You know, we're not gonna... You're not gonna top the Skyrim playthrough.
No, we're never gonna top the Saga of Ben or the greatest hero of all.
Yes.
This bloody ship will just not die. It's got so little health. Why won't it cocky die? This damn... I could run, but at this point, I just want it to die. Okay? I'm just determined that it needs to die, because this dumb ship needs to cocky die. Please, flak. There we go! It finally died!
Woohoo!
34. Not bad. In fact, is that enough for me to get... It is! That is enough for me to have double flak! Nice. Double flak beam! Double flak beam! It's not a beam, but fuck whatever, it's fine. Shh. It's fine. And I can also...
I mean, didn't you say it's flak 1, right? So double flak 1 works.
Yeah, so we've now got... I mean, double flak is pretty damn efficient. Like, I think if you get 6 projectiles out of full power, you're not doing bad.
Is flak like just throwing garbage at them?
Basically, yes. We're just tossing trash at them.
I also think that's a really fun, you know, storytelling kind of, yeah.
Though I should also remember...
like, we're a boarding party, we don't need guns, and then after a while, we kind of need guns. Could we just, like, throw trash at them instead of having guns? Yeah,
I think it's probably just, firing trash at them. Presumably the bits that just got shot off my ship.
Yeah, double flak shot, says Bram.
I've got time to nip to at least one more and back. Ooh, it's Ion! Okay. 2 pirate ships remain unaware of your presence. You're able to get your scanners to at least identify cargo. One's carrying fuel, 1 ammo. Go for ammo. Because I've got enough fuel for the time being. And ammo probably means missiles. But then again, I'm not really using the stun bomb anymore. Yeah, we'll go for fuel, actually. That'll just save me money down the line. And it's... okay, it's cocking Zoltan's, of course it is.
Hey, John, could you heal Annie and Leo, please?
They're fine. They're fine. They're not in danger.
I know, but Anthony's upset because they're not.
Not right now, because right now we need them at their stations. Okay, this is actually a bit worrying. That's an Ion and a Halberd, but I don't know what they are or aren't powering in this situation. The flak will be necessary to get them operating. You can just step away from this system into the weapon room, please, to provide... No, not that. 1 block of shield will be sufficient. That gives me enough power to activate double flak beam. I think double flak beam is my best bet right now. Deactivate all other systems and
it's also your funnest bet.
I just need to get through this Zoltan shield because that is power free. So I've only got 1 block of shield right now. I've got no way of... That halberd beam's really going to flip and hurt. I just need to get through it as fast as possible. I don't know whether the halberd beam's even on right now, whether they can afford to power it, because they, the enemy doesn't overtly cheat it. It does have to play by the rules. They're about to fire an Ion. Okay, fire the flak. The flak is now ready to go. I could deactivate my shield in order to have the... Actually, the Ion might be... The Ion just bypassed the shield. That was literally perfect. The drone took out my shield. The Ion, therefore, did not hit my shield. It hit the med bay, which isn't necessary right now. And... the flags didn't do the job. The halberd beam is on. How on earth are you powering this? Zoltan's, John. They can power everything. Okay. I'm going to depower 1 flak, so I need 1 more flak. And I'm going to put a 2nd block of shields up instead. That hit the drones and the shields, but we're holding. I just need, yeah, now the shields are in trouble. I need you to get and fix the shields as fast as possible. I can use that to slightly increase dodge chance. Flak is almost ready to go. That will get us through the shield. Go. Now get the cocking crew on board. Now you die. Do you guys even have a... You guys do not have a med bay. Right, bye. Good night. Have fun. Right, they're going to die now. I have no shields. I have no shields, and the shield room is staggered. I need the shields back. Come on. Get me a point of shield. Okay, they're all going to die. There's actually slugs here. This is slugs. It's a nebula. I need the weapons. The halberd beam's about to fire, and it's going to really cocking hurt. I could get a board. No, I can't get a boarding drone over. Shields are now going to be restored momentarily. Deactivate oxygen and everything. Just get me cocking anything. Yeah, get me more shields. Halberd beam, I need at least 1 point of shield to be up. They're starting to die. That was a really bad halberd shot from them. That's fine. We're taking him out. And we're taking him out. And we're taking him out. And we're taking them out. And we win. Triple fuel. Right, let's do a tiny bit of healing. Let's get the hull repair out and do a little bit of healing here. I have not enough power to do that. Now I do. Let's go. Claire.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Game Deprived Dad, who gave us an incredibly generous £90.
Oh, thank you very, very much, Game Deprived Dad.
Game Deprived Dad says, "Hey, John and Claire, I hope all is well with you guys. My 7-year-old daughter has the virus. I found asbestos in our new house and had to cancel our holiday in desperate need of cheering up. And FTL is just what the doctor ordered. Here are some tabby treats, and thank you for everything that you do."
This sounds not fun. That's a sad message.
So well appreciated. However, please keep the money to get the asbestos out of your house.
Yeah, good call. Good call. Claire speaks sense. Just don't us on the topic of where to keep laptops. She's very bad at that.
Well, I'm saying that because I haven't looked up how much it costs to have a place tested for asbestos and have it removed if needed.
Annie and Leo have been healed.
I just realized we need to do that because there's a popcorn ceiling image here at HQ.
Yeah.
That I don't know when it was built, and it might have been before 1999. So that's fun. So we're gonna get that tested before I scrape it off.
Yeah, we're just getting the flip out of here. Get me out of Zoltan space. I hate Zoltan space. Let's cocky go.
But yes, I do hope, Game Deprived Dad, that your daughter doesn't have too bad of symptoms and that she gets better really soon. And yeah.
For Slug Nebula.
In general.
Slug Nebula means plenty of exploring, and slugs are not too difficult to kill, all things considered.
Yeah, you do get loads of time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to explore the nebula to make sure this all hooks together as it should do. I see no problem. Yeah, pretty much wherever I want to go. Ion storms will not be particularly fun, but as we're going into nebula, I'm going to invest an extra... I'm going to give myself an extra point of power immediately, just because of going into nebulas. That's going to be useful. And let's get everything back on, so I'm now allowed to have everything back on, which is very bloody convenient, including, yeah, all the rest of it. And I actually have bonus power I don't even need, so I'm just going to give myself an extra cheap point of evasion by putting into the shield, so it's 20% evasion, which is not bad. Let's get going. And if we can just kill some slugs, that'd be great.
Beleaguered Monk says, "Don't worry, Game Deprived Dad. John will cheer you up as best as he can."
Oh dear. Is this going to a punchline?
John will cheer you up as best as he can.
You're saying this like this is a pun.
Yes, it is. As best as he can. Asbestos.
Oh, you can pronounce that right.
No, I did pronounce it right. I was really careful.
I feel like that. No, that didn't work at all. Don't break the teleporter. All right, let's go. Hamdog has turned on us. Hamdog has turned on us right now. Need to get Hamdog over to the ship immediately. I'm just sending everyone straight over there. There is a clone bay, but screw it. I think we'll be fine. We're just sending over, yeah, 3. It's now 3 versus 3. I'm going to also... Actually, you can't mind control slugs, I believe. I think slugs are immune to mind control. Can I mind control my own people back? I can. You can de-mind control mind control.
How does he not get it? Auditory perception -1. It totally did work. I heard it. Support Claire. Pun perception -1. Claire said it right. We got it from how Claire said it. John, you Philistine, that was a brilliant pun. She pronounced it fine. Stop being a butt.
Oh dear. Okay, let's take out their clone bay to make sure they can't recover from being dead. And that's one dead clone bay. Right, well that's these guys all looking a little bit on the damage side. Let's just watch everyone's health here. They're starting to go down. The problem is...
Well, yeah, let's also... Because the thing is, the med bay is next to the fire, so we want to make sure...
Yeah, but Hamdog can handle that, because fires... rock people are immune to fire.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I just want to watch out. We're getting hit a little bit by these guys right now. But we have hit them right back. The problem is, because I teleported to weapon room, it meant I couldn't attack the weapon room. They've got a lot of weapons. They are hitting us pretty hard. But Flak is almost back off cooldown. The teleporter is actually not... The teleporter's not actually available right now. And they've got more people than I was anticipating. We're a little bit outnumbered over here. On the plus side, these are basic rooms and they can't recover. Everyone's a little bit damaged. What do you mean they can't recover?
Oh yeah, because the clone bay is out.
They can't recover because their clone base out. I can't recover because I can't...
I'm aware.
We need to get the teleporter back online, like, in a
The
hurry.
real Hamdog would definitely try to eat a fire, says Axel.
I'm a little bit worried we might be in a bit of danger here. If I give them a chance... If I just basically retreat from this room, they might try and... Oh shit, they just went invisible. Okay, Claire and John are the best. Let's start getting the weaker people out of here. And start them moving on different rooms. We don't have the teleporter back to get anyone back home at the minute. They had way more...
just get more people on that fire, though. Even
I'm sending people to the fire. I'm sending blue fire to the fire right now. We've already... I have no way of getting these people back home at this exact moment in time. I've knocked out their oxygen. They are now coming for us. I'm worried the entire boarding party...
Oh no, John's gonna die!
I think the entire boarding party is about to die, actually. I think we're about to lose the entire boarding party in an extremely ill-advised attack on a slug vessel. I think we're about to lose everybody. I'm not seeing anybody making it back out of this. I'm just going to send them running to this side of the ship. And hope. Everyone's alive for... No, Claire's dead. Oh, no, great loss. Everybody just get to this side. We might be able to get John and Phil back. It's possible. We're repairing that. We're repairing the teleporter as fast as we can. We're returning as fast as we can. As fast as we got him back. We only lost Claire. No great loss. John has like got 1 hit point right now. It's fine, Claire. It's you were the wait. John just died in our teleporter room.
Oh wow! If only you didn't think that the O2 is like...
No, it wasn't O2. There's air in that room. There's air in that room. There is air in that room. I don't know why. I think he just... Did he take the hit, but I think he must have teleported the exact frame.
I think he died of grief because you were too much of a twat about Claire.
It's hard to say, isn't it? Okay, so say hello to the brand new boarding party. Let's also just get flak on their weapon room, please. Right, that's some of their weapons down. I've got nothing on shields right now.
Karma, hubris. Claire killed him from the grave.
Right, counteract the effect of that. Weapon room is seriously, everything's seriously on fire right now. This is starting to go...
John didn't survive without Claire, this checks out.
This is starting to go horribly wrong. We need to repair the... Okay, we just need to take the ship. We just need to take this ship. Nothing else matters at this point. We just need to...
what happened is you got splinched, apparently.
That's possibly true. Fire them. Damn it. They got the thing off. Okay. We just need to wait for this to come off, and then we need to...
Congrats on your promotion, Captain Hamdog.
Pretty much, yes. Okay, everyone's now... Just heal them up as much as you can. Just need to send over the people. Shit, they managed to repair the clone bay? How? How do they do that so fast? Uh-oh. We're in a bit of trouble here, actually. We might want to just back... I think we might just want to back out of this one. We might want to back out for a second of this whole situation. Yeah, now they've got the clone bay back. Bye! It wasn't fun fighting you.
John made it back to the teleporter and stubbed his toe. Tabby got angry with John for saying it was no lot, so she bit him for 1 HP damage, just killing him.
Strikes me as eminently reasonable. Okay, so the weapons are screwed.
Yeah, you should have vented the burning room so that you could have repaired it quicker, that's true.
Oh shit, oxygen. Oh yeah, because that's the room. Okay, just close that. It's all fine. There we go. That fire's already out. We're sorting this out. Okay, you guys, we're sending in a new team. We're sending in a brand new team, an exciting, sexy team. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's all under control. I don't know why we're sending in the cocking edgy. Well, I guess we've got... At this point, we're outnumbered. Deploy the entire team! And now use the mind control to get the... Yeah, to get the Mantis on my side. This team are not experienced fighters. At all. There's no one left on the ship. You just repair the weapons up if you can. I mean, we'll fire the flak at their weapon room, because why not? And if we're lucky, completely didn't do anything. Are we winning the fight? I hope so, because we've got no realistic way of getting them. Oh, the teleporter's now on fire, which is unfortunate because a completely inexperienced team of not good fighters is now there. So we've got everyone's in trouble. We're doing oh shit, they do have a, oh no, they do have a med bay. Oh, that's a problem. They do have a med bay, it turns out, which means they're going to win this fight. And I can't bring the team home anymore. There's no way to bring the team home. That room's on fire. I need to put the fire out by venting. I'm trying to get the flak online. The entire team is okay. So that's the fire out. The Zoltan now needs to abandon that to get the teleporter back online. Our entire team is retreat to the north of the ship. Retreat to the north of the ship and just do what you can there. I think the entire team's about to die. This room's now reoxygenated. Fire flag at their med bay in the hope it'll do something. It missed. I think we've definitely lost somebody. I don't know who. Teleporter's still offline. We were a little bit unlucky with the teleporter. System is currently broken. I could power a stun bomb. That's probably going to be faster. No, it's going to be slower, but at least it buys me a stun. Deploy. Why am I not deploying the board? Deploy boarding drone. It's in their med bay. That might buy me a second at least. Stun bomb is present. Teleporter is holding. How many people do I have alive right now? Get them out of this room. Get them out of this room. Get them out of this. Get you out of this room. Hamdog, you need to be a very good brave boy right now, because I'm going to ask you to make a big sacrifice right this second.
How dare you, John?
I need you to be a big brave dog. The teleporter's almost ready to bring people home, but I'm slightly worried that we're not going to have many people to bring home at this point.
Oh, wow.
So
R.I.P. everybody.
The teleporter's almost back. The teleporter's almost back. The teleporter's almost back. We've almost got them home. We've almost got somebody home. The problem is we can't get everybody home because... Teleporter! I can get Sick Phil and Blue Fire back home. And then there was an explosion. And they both got, like, no health.
Who's still on?
We've still got Sick Phil, Annie and Leo, Blue Fire and Zoltan.
But who's still on the enemy ship?
Just the robot.
Oh, okay.
The robot, which is kind of good because I think it's stopping them from using their med bay efficiently. So at this point we've lost. All weapon systems are down and also on fire. We need to vent the entire... I'm just going to vent that entire side of the ship because we don't have much else we can do there. I could activate the mind control, which I'm going to do, which is going to maybe help with taking out all of this nonsense. If I can just heal up. Okay, everyone off the ship. As soon as you guys are healed, we're abandoning the ship. Everyone off the ship. We have to take that ship. That's the only answer at this point. I don't know whether it's going to be particularly possible. Deploy new boarding drone, if need be. Also, deploy the hull repair. Yeah, turn off the engines. We've got, like, 0 evade right now anyway, so not enough system power. Oh, it's the system power that's the problem, I see. Okay, well, we're out of shields. Also everything else. I think we just need to go now with the strength that we've got. Go! Deploy the... Oh, we've still got a couple... Okay, we've still got a minute until the teleport stuff cool down. The boarding drone has, I believe, been annihilated. They are now attempting to... That was a really bad mini-beam, fortunately. They're bombing our rooms. In a moment, we'll get teleported. Go, go, go! Everybody back in! Everybody back in! And I'll send a boarding drone to back you up. Don't you worry, it's all going to be fine. They're back up to full health. Ship collapsing. Stun bomb. I'm going to stun bomb their med bay. Go! Okay, that's maybe... I can now maybe take out their med bay. Quickly, 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 quickly. Come on, let's stun bomb the med bay. The shields are actually operational. I'm not sure who's operating them, but they're operational. We've almost got the mind control back. And then we're going to be able to take out the one person in the med bay, right?
Med bay's on fire.
Well, that's just something we're going to have to do. Well, I can't operate the doors anymore. The door's down. We have no doors. What I do have is, yeah, I've now got mind control. I can get, who's even left at this point? We've almost got some people. We're almost taking these bastards out. I've almost got a stun bomb. I think we can't, even with the stun bomb, we can't take this out. I need to take out their weapons room. That's the priority. Get to weapons. If we can just annihilate some of their weapons. This guy's taking out his own shields. We're doing some good stuff. Zombie Co has literally got 1 health. He is on 1 health. All weapons are now down, but it's an ion, not a full kill. But unfortunately, that's enough to have taken out what we do have. I could theoretically teleport these people home. I don't see any way whatsoever of... I mean, I can teleport them back, but there's no shit for them to teleport back to. If I could drive them out of... Is there anyone in the med bay right now? If I could just kill the med bay. If we could kill the med bay, then... Oh, there was someone in the med bay, damn it. If I just need to take out everything. Zombie Co is okay. We've took their shields down to 1 thing. We're going to drive them out of their own weapon room. We might be able to take out their weapons, which will buy me a second. They have 0 evasion, but I've got no weapons, so it doesn't matter. I now do have weapons back online. Shields are non-operational. I cannot put out the fires. Hull is holding at 4 points. The mini beam could kill us in theory, but if I can take out their weapons, we'll call it a tie. Okay, you two swap positions, please. Let's get the person with only 1 health out of the way, and Sick Phil can help with taking out... Actually, no, Sick Phil needs to be the one taking out the weapon room, because he does more damage. We have disabled their ion. We are disabling their... Oh, they're gonna go and they're gonna take out Zombie Co. I have a stun bomb building, but it's taking time. Wait, why is it not building? Oh, it's just happening really slowly. We have disabled their cockpit. Doesn't really help, to be honest, but just FYI, we have. If I could get a, I think, flak. If I could get a flak onto their med bay. If I can kill their med bay, in theory, I can win. Phil and Leo are actually in pretty good shape. So, yeah, you two swap places. Now, 2-on-1, we can take this guy. He's firing bombs to us. He's taken out the... There is no oxygen waiting for us on their ship. They're back at full strength at this point. Their weapons are... Well, I've actually got my shields back. I don't know how... My oxygen is on fire. Doors are down. Flak is almost back up. They've managed to repair their shields, which is a little bit of a concern. But they have 0 evade. So the flak... No, the flak... I'm not sure the flak's even affected by evade. Now we're getting this guy out. I mean, we're doing surprisingly competent work on taking these bastards out. Get over here. Get into the middle corridor. We might be able to ambush this guy as he tries to escape. We took someone out! Holy shit, we've actually taken out one of their crew members. And now we can take out their weapons. Go. Take out the mini-beam. Take out the bombs. Take out everything. What's even left at this point? I do have a flak available. If I could just... In comes more. If we can nail their med bay, it's theoretically possible. And by the way, I've still got mind control. Fuck you. So we get back to where you were. That was a complete failure. He's going to take out the shields. It's now... Phil is doing the work over here. Who's in the med bay? If anyone. Because we've killed somebody. Is anyone in the med bay? Is anyone in the med bay? No one's in the med bay. We can kill the med bay. If we can just take out the med bay. And then we can take out this guy. We just need to kill the med bay. The med bay needs to die. Right now. I don't know how we can keep the ship alive. Is the ship going to take enough fire damage that it will just explode? I don't think it can. Because the only other system that can... catch fire is the teleporter. That would do 1 whole point of damage. If I can kill their weapons, and I think maybe, just maybe, we can. No one's got any health left. Annie and Leo, it's up to you. If we can just kill their med bay. He's fleeing. Shoot. We took out the med bay! Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. That person is trying to take out this. Get back into the weapon room. Med bay is... Who just died? I think so. I think one of my Zoltans just died. But their med bay is down. He's only got 4 health. And take him out. And go. They just took each other out! I think we're down... No, it's nothing but Leo. I think we're down to nothing but Leo. I think Leo is the only one left. They don't have a med bay anymore. I don't have... My teleporter room's on fire. I can't get you back. There's no way I could do anything. I just need to... I'm going to bet it all on 1 flak. And I'm going to see if I can maybe hit them with the flak. And... I mean, I think we were pretty close. But I think this is the end. It's been one a hell of an attempt. Also, I think the ship just exploded because they got their mini-me back online. So, I think what's going to happen first are Annie and Leo going to officially survive? Can we assume? I think... No, all crew members have died.
Whoops.
My ship will continue to drift north for all eternity. Yes, but it's going to happen in multiple directions. This was going really well right up to the point where it stopped going well. Right up to that point. You see, I'm really regretting not buying that heal burst.
Yeah, somebody did point that out.
The heal burst would have been really good. The heal burst would have been really, really, really good. It's, yes, that's, unfortunate. Oh dear. That's sad. I'm guessing this is... Well, it's still going to be my best, you know, still going to be my best ship score under the circumstances. So that's... Oh, well. We did what we could. We did what... Oh, that was my... Actually, that was... Sorry, that's A. That was my test run that I just did on easy. Just to basically nail some... yeah, just to get the achievements unlocked so we could unlock B. Because B is really, really good. I blame everything on John's indifference to Claire.
Wow.
I blame everything on the fact that Claire left the window open when it was raining in space. In fact, Claire leaving the window open in space would be even worse than leaving the window open when it's just raining. That would be worse. Oh dear. So that was sad right there. Oh no. That didn't go so well. Right, how are you doing in general, by the way?
I'm doing good. I'm helping Myra write a diss track John song.
Oh dear. I meant in terms of how far I'm behind.
No, I know what you meant, and we're doing all right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing that.
Oh, excellent! That's excellently good news. I was just wondering whether we want to start a new run or not, or whether we could kind of, because we've actually got some appointments to early in the morning. We don't really want to go late tonight. So,
yeah, we've had a bit of a week because we've got work happening on.
Yeah, we've got builders in. We've got deliveries. We've got like 3 different appointments happening tomorrow, and the first one could theoretically arrive at 7 a.m.
Yeah. So,
the delivery slot is conveniently 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. That highly useful...
telling them what it is?
Huh? I see there is right. We're just buying furniture. So there is we've got bed company delivering shit. We've got mattress. There's a mattress coming tomorrow as well. We've got more building work going on. There's a lot of shits going on.
No, I was just gonna point out that because we've got a bed delivery in the morning, it might come at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
But like, they are going to be building a new bed.
Yeah.
I have to take apart the old bed. So if they arrive at 7 a.m.
No, you don't have to. They would take it away with them. You're the one who wants to cut it up for Pine. Because you want to play with pine wood.
Okay, well, 2x3s, 8 foot long 2x3 boards right now are
this is the shittest Noah's Ark cover I've ever heard.
£4.75.
Uh-huh.
£4.75? That's the cheapest they've been in like a year and a half.
Wood literally grows on trees.
Okay, do you want me to buy a bunch of milling equipment? And
I don't know what that is. Just buy
there you go. Trust me, I can't use the wood.
I'm going to buy you a sapling, and we'll just wait till it grows into a tree, and you can use that.
Make it walnut.
Okay, I'll buy you a tiny walnut sapling.
That's not gonna work. It takes a very long time. This is why it's expensive.
Uh-huh. Claire, go!
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Morgan Robinson gave us $5 and says they broke into the wrong goddamn rec room.
And they're right up to the point where it reached about
Yes.
Sector 5 or 6, at which point they did. This, by the way, is Mantis A, which is a much more traditional ship. It comes with a smaller, only 2-person teleporter. So that's good, but it comes with actual, weapons, including a small bomb right from the get-go, which is very useful, and it comes with 3 Mantises right from the get-go, which is really good. You still get the Mantis pheromones, though weirdly, and I don't know why this is, it just doesn't get sensors. You've got to find sensors in the shop, and I got all the way to Sector 8 when I was doing my unlocking achievements run so I could get the B ready for this live stream, and I didn't find sensors in shops once. Like, I passed, 8 shops, not one of them spawned sensors. Which was so dumb, because I assumed it would be weighted for them to appear in the same way that shields are heavily weighted to appear if you take out the stealth ship, because you can only get so far without shields. So, you're supposed to save up to buy them really early on. So they're weighted to appear. But, I assumed sensors would be weighted to appear for the ship without sensors. No! We just were teleporting in blind! So that was fun. But yes, I feel like we had some bad luck rolls there. Having no choice but to go to the Zoltan homeworlds, that was tricky. Though actually, to be honest, I don't know what really went wrong in the slugs. I feel like we should have been able to take out the slugs. I think we got a couple of unlucky hits where we just took some hits to the teleport room, so we just couldn't get the team back to heal them. So, it's all absolutely fine. Claire!
Let's see. To the people who saying that I'm gonna murder John before the end of the stream, my dudes, it's been 12 years. I've got experience in non-murdering of John when being annoying.
Lol.
And I like him. Zumba Marks gave us €5 and says I'm donating €1 per gelatinous cube that I'm putting in my next D&D session.
Everyone loves a gelatinous cube.
I should point out that several people who I assume are probably in PJ's D&D session were like, no, don't do that.
Gelatinous cubes don't sound too scary to me.
Yeah, but I don't know what their stats are.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Suddenly Steve gave us $20 and says, hey, John and Claire, John, please play Suzerain. It's a virtual novel, but it's got a good story. It's by an indie dev. It won awards in Germany and mostly got overlooked when it came out in December. I think you'd like it.
I heard some good things. I might well get to it at some point. I think I've actually got code for it waiting in the inbox. I think they actually did send me a code. By the way, for those people asking after the crystal ship, 1, I don't have the crystal ship, and 2, if I wanted to, the easiest way to do it is to get yourself a crystal crew member. You get a free crystal crew member on Rock C, so I just need to do the rock cruiser, just get 2 achievements with those guys just to get B, then get B just to zone 8 in order to unlock C, and then you're guaranteed to start with a crystal person, which is so easy because it makes it much easier. Because otherwise you actually have to, 1, find the crystal stasis pod, 2, find the event that opens it, and then 3, find the crystal anomaly. Whereas if you go with Rock C, you can just, because you already have a crystal person, you can skip the stasis pod, you can skip opening it, you can just, basically you just need to locate the crystal anomaly, and then you're straight into the crystal zone, which is much easier. So if I ever want, and I have done that on my previous file that I had back when it was before Steam, back when it was the version you just bought off their website and downloaded. But I haven't done it on the Steam version. So yeah, if you want to do that, basically just rush to Rock C, it's way easier than trying to roll all 3 events for the Crystal Cruiser. Naturally, it's way better to do it using Rock C, but I just haven't really bothered doing the Rock events yet. Claire.
No, please, no. Gelatinous cubes are very scary. Their stats are death. Myra, Cheat, Jinx, and Thomas all almost died to gelatinous cubes. Gelatinous cubes are secret murder machines.
I feel like you just run away from the gelatinous cubes. They can't run that fast. They're cubes.
Yeah, but they have strength 14 and constitution 20.
Yeah, but they're cubes. You just walk away from them to brisk pace, and they're cubes. What are they going to do? You just walk away from the cubes.
I don't know, but I trust those people over your intuition about a game you haven't played. I'm sorry.
I think you just walk away from the cubes. I want to roll for walking away from the cube, but it can't follow me because it's a cube.
Amber Ambitions gave us $5 and says gelatinous cubes are naturally almost invisible and can dissolve a full person's flesh entirely off in less than a minute.
Okay, so you just walk in front of me, and if I see you dissolving, I'd like to roll to turn around and just walk backwards.
All right, Sambu. Wow.
Yes, just walk away into the other one. Okay, fair enough. I'd like to roll a perception check to... Uh-oh.
Yeah, basically. PJ says that's why you surround the party with cubes. I see your dastardly plan.
I'd like to roll a check to dig a hole, to dig under the cubes. If it's a smaller if I'm smaller than the cube, which I presumably am, if I just dig a small hole and hide in it, the cube cannot follow me.
One does not simply run from cubes.
I will dig past the cube. With a narrow hole that the cube cannot follow me down, for it is a cube.
John is gelatinous.
Yeah, but it's also a cube.
But surely it can...
Then it's not a cube.
But it's gelatinous.
If it's no longer a cube, I've defeated it. Yes, that means it's delicious, like gelato.
Okay, well...
I'm going to eat
I'm
going to eat the gelato cube.
Hey, can we actually talk about...
You told me we were fine and not far behind.
Yeah, as in a page and a half, not 10 pages.
Well, that seems pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want an argument with everybody who actually, like, knows their shit about D&D. Dear, oh dear. Oh, God.
Dig a hole, hide in the hole.
Blibonic gave us £5 and says, hey John and Claire, my Wi-Fi went down yesterday, so I'm spending the last of my data chilling on this stream. Also, I love No Umbrellas Allowed.
It was an interesting little game.
It was
a really interesting little game, yes.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. The Flip Flop Fatality gave us $10 and says, woo, I'm actually able to make a live stream live today because I'm homesick, but the COVID test was negative, thankfully.
Sweet,
so
congratulations.
Yes, congrats. I'm just normal sick and now I can watch some FTL stress-free as long as you upgrade your engines.
I didn't really get round to that on this occasion. I was too busy tossing everyone to their deaths in a slug nebula.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have said that they'd like to see us play D&D or see D&D videos. It's just really, really, really difficult to film like a board game or something like that. Yeah. And plus, right now it's just...
I think we need to be done with something like Board Game Simulator. I'm sure there'll be plenty of ways you could do it through that.
Yeah, but then it'd still be like somewhat of a mess to edit. You'd have loads of different voices and stuff. You know, I mean, I think it'd be really fun, but it'd be a lot of work. Like, it would require a lot of planning.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Arthur E. King in chat says, I remember having my friend, I remember one time my friend got placed inside of a gelatinous cube being healed constantly as a form of torture. Then he was given a magical spoon so that he could eat it in defense.
Yeah, you see, eating it, that's the solution.
Yeah. Justinian the Great gave us $5 and says, "Hey, MATN, I've been a fan for a really long time, longer than I can remember.
Wow.
I just wanted to say I've loved your company in these crazy times, and yay, FTL."
FTL is just a happy, good place I retreat to when I feel like having a nice stream.
Yes, indeed. Myra is halfway through writing a song. Let's see. Well, I'm not quite done with the super chats. And maybe we could do a tiny run with like a terrible ship that's gonna die immediately.
Terrible ship that's gonna die immediately, you say? Stealth Cruiser B, here we cocky go. Glaive beam and literally nothing else. Hard mode, boom. Well, we're gonna die. The question is when.
Let's see. Demon Runner gave us $5 Canadian and says, "I love the live streams, although John's perception can be painful occasionally."
I'm sure it's not that painful. Right, okay. Just need to activate just need to basically hit the cloak at the right moment, then hope that by the time the cloak comes back off again, you're ready to fire the thing. So, okay, where's that going? Is that going into cocking weapon? Fucking hell. Right, well, this run's already probably over at this point. The point where I now do not have the glaive beam, and now I'm... Yep, that's literally a restart. That's actually a restart. That's genuinely immediately a restart. You have absolutely... Oh, nearby sun. Yeah, that's to be avoided. Like, if the first iron, like, if your weapon gets hit immediately, that's it, you're done. That's it.
Oh, John, the overlay is on.
What? Oh, fuck. You see, this is... Claire, you've ruined everything.
Oh, of course.
There we go. It's a good. That there was John playing FTL ASMR. All right, that's what was going on there.
It's fine. You didn't get to see the fantastic run.
Yeah, you didn't get to see the fail run. There we go. And he didn't.
The FTL radio play
didn't hit the thing, and. We've lost sensors, but I don't care. Okay, so glaive beam is, yeah, that's 3 per room, which is therefore reduced to 2 by the fact there's a shield blob. This thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need a 5 room hit if I want to kill this thing, which I believe is not possible. If I was to go, that's still a 4. If I was to go to this corner, if I could to here. Is there a 5 on this ship? Because I don't think there is, and I think I've got no choice but to basically try and hit the weapon room with the final corner over here, and I'd like to hit the shield if I could. Actually, if I hit the shield room first, if this knocks out their 1 blob of shield, then there's enough. Then there will be enough power to get the kill. So, go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's absolutely fine. Everything's under control. Aside from that, the ship's already, like, you know, taken multiple hits because this is the worst ship. And it's also on fire. The ship is also on fire. Didn't realise that. Claire.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Zach, who gave us £10 and says, hello, governor. Specifically without an H.
Excellent, of course.
Will you be doing a video on Back for Blood?
Yes, this Saturday, in fact, featuring Nerd Cubed, Manophobia, and Rebecca.
Amazing. And let's see, Zach's the rest of Zach's message on the note of company insurance. If anyone was to fall down the stairs at New MTN HQ, will that go through company?
No, because the stairs do not belong to the company. This would exclusively be injury or death caused by company property, which is basically limited to computers. So it would basically be electrocution by computers, yes. Though you could possibly argue that because the computer was safe but was only rendered unsafe by incompetent usage, therefore it shouldn't be covered. Okay, keep on keeping on. All we need to do is just shoot things with the glaive beam. It's all under control. Now this is...
Oh, chat's excited about that.
Yeah.
The collab, not the dying by incompetence.
Yes.
Let's see. Raging Canadian has been a member for 42 months.
Very exciting.
And says this stream is perfect for a mental health day. I can think to myself, at least I'm not as far gone as John.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Shout out to T Cream who gave us $3 and says Bababooey.
Dad, and to you.
And to you.
That's the weapon room down. That's the run over.
Lol.
That's the run over. You can't recover from that because now you've lost the glade beam. You've got nothing, and you've already burnt your thing, and you've lost your charge. So now it's going to take a lot longer to charge your thing, and then it walked away. Okay, well technically we survived. This is the worst ship. It's so bad. Maybe on easy you can get away with it, but normally no. This is just an absolute no ship. Claire.
Ooh, sorry. You caught me mid-yawn. Amber Ambitions gave us $5 and says, I mean, a union isn't necessary for a single employee, right? You don't need collective action when you are the entire collective. And to that, I say, you always need the collective action!
Yes, that thing.
Also, it's not just me, it's me and Tabby. Tabby's my union rep. She's very fluffy.
Uh-huh.
And she has the... You know how, like, if somebody's a union rep, they can't, like, just get fired for no reason? Tabby's got that, but it's just like... John can't say no to her because she's too cute. So, like that.
There we go, another victory.
Mega Scro says, yeah, HQ's not officially part of the company. Well, no, because the company doesn't, like, own the place.
Correct.
That'd be weird. Let's see. No, we're both working from home. It's our home. Let's see. Rancid gave us $10, 10 pounds even, sorry. And says, hey guys, it's nice to catch one of these live. Quick question for John. I've just started a Latin course at uni. Do you have any tips for getting through the weekly translations beside panic and pandemonium?
Just spend your time learning the grammatical foundations. Latin is the most regular language that's literally ever existed. So once you understand the building blocks about to put together, it's just a question of memorizing vocabulary. So focus your time at the start on making sure you understand all the rules of the language and then fill in the vocabulary afterwards.
Yes, indeed. And Billy gave us £5 and says, I can't watch live because I'm in a rehearsal, but I'm looking forward to catching up. And now back to the orchestra.
Ooh, very exciting.
Let's see. Yes, and shout out also to Anthony.
Fucking worst ship! The worst fucking ship!
Uh-huh.
I hate this fucking ship! Of all the fucking places you can put your fucking mini beam. I'll tell you where you can put your fucking mini beam, mate. That's this run over, probably. Jeez.
Dear oh dear. Shout out to Anthony who gave us £5 and says, I'm loving this stream. I'm loving the chat. It's my first stream for a long time and the first one since I had to change my name back from not called Pinkington. I cosplay as Egg Curtains 2 for reasons.
Of course.
Yes, indeed. I'm very grateful for Anthony, by the way, to have explained, because the super chat said like NKP, and I was just like, what is this? I tried to Google it, and it was like North Korea, because it had NK in it.
Yeah.
I was just like, what is this? But it's good to see. It's good to see a regular back.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Welcome, welcome.
Shout out to Myra who gave us €5 and says it's a quick reminder to all of those in chat to like the stream and stop the algorithm from...
Lol. Poor
Just message stop.
Poor algorithm.
John needs an audio hedgehog. Why? What did we say?
I've said fuck a few times.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, good at drone. Well, that's this run over then. That's us dumb. Drones. You don't survive drones when you're in a ship that doesn't have shields. I think that's a beam drone too. That's just constant beam. We die. We die now. We don't survive this. If it hits the weapon room, it's over, and it's going to tear the ship apart in the meantime. So there's the O2 done. There's the med lab down. There's an empty room. There's the med lab again. And we might just get this, which is, yeah, there is a good slot right here. And reject, screw you. And now the ship's on fire. This ship just takes... it just feels like you're just hurtling out of control constantly. The ship is dreadful. Claire!
Yeah, shout out to Florin, who gave us 10 Romanian leu, and says boop.
Boop. I've been booped, can confirm.
John got booped. Shout out also to Super Sushi Production, who gave us $2 and sent a little sticker of a dog shaking its booty, surrounded by
excellent.
hearts.
Approve.
Let's see. Shout out also to we have a couple of new members. Shout out to Ben J 432 and to Bloody Rum 90. Welcome to the Green Club.
Welcome.
Welcome in
to the what club?
Indeed.
The what club?
Their names are in green.
Oh,
chat.
Green Club.
What you
I thought you said Grain Club. I was like, yeah, welcome to the Roman Grain Doll.
I was gonna say beer, but sure.
Well, I associate grain more with the grain doll of ancient Rome.
I don't know what that is.
Just a thing that was given to, of all this fucking ship. It was a free bit of food. People were just given food in Rome to keep them from murdering everybody and whatnot.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, story checks out. This fucking ship. This fucking ship.
Let's see. Oh, you're gonna like this. Foster.
This fucking ship! Repair the blade beam again! This fucking ship! Stop attacking my fucking weapon room, you twat! This is power. Just act. They would try to attack it again. He was trying to attack it again.
I'm gonna go pee while you shout, and then once you're
I'm
less
fine.
shouty, I'm gonna tell you the thing that'll
Sounds-
make you happy.
Okay.
Okay?
Don't attack the... It didn't attack the thing. I just need it to not attack the thing. I just need it to not attack the thing. I just need it to not attack the thing. Do not attack the...
You're fine.
I'm not fine! I'm going to smash this computer!
Don't do that.
I've got a new one coming, it's fine.
Where
There's a
you
new one coming.
sleep!
There's a new one coming. There's a new one coming. This is the fourth fucking time that this fucking glaive beam has fucking gone fuck. Where's Matt where I need him? He swears creatively. Fucking. I just need them to not attack the weapon room. That's all they need to do. They just need to not attack the weapon room. No! I've not had a single cocking shot yet with the fucking... No, not the weapon... Fuck this game! And fuck this ship! Fuck this fucking ship! Fuck this fucking... Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck everything! It's fucking... This... 379. 379. What's that? Let's see the stats for the stealth beat. That was my second best. That was my second best run in stealth B. We've had worse than that. We've had worse than that. We've had a lot worse than that. This cocking ship. This useless ship. Hate this ship so much. It's the worst ship. How is that like my second best ever run in this awful ship? The best I've ever done is Sector 5. Like, my runs 2 to 4 in this ship never made it out of Sector 1. Never made it out of Sector 1. Spectacular. Well done. The normal cruiser is much better. That's much better. Right there. Dumbass ship. What a dumbass ship. Oh, the Zoltan. Now there's a ship. There's a flippin' ship. Right there. What? Yeah, I'm very dead. Oh dear. The stealth B is just a no-go. Like, the stealth A is okay, because at least then you've got an answer. You can, like, prioritize targeting their weapon system in advance, which is fine. The stealth ship A is not so bad. The stealth B is just a pain, and it's basically, as far as I'm concerned, the stealth C is unlockable, because you've got to get the stealth B to sector 8 to unlock stealth C, and I guess I could, like, do it on easy mode. But, like, blah, blah, blah. The Mantis B is amazing. I love the Mantis B. Like, it's not, like, the best ship in the world, but I just love having that massive teleporter room. I love, like, unlike A, it doesn't, you're not stuck with no sensors. I've no idea why you don't get sensors on Mantis A. No clue. You know, it's nice to have boarding straight off the bat. Defense is really nice. Having, I think it's, yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's the only ship that starts off with 4 blocks shield, which is not fair. Shield is expensive. That's a lot of money you've saved. You'd have to buy down the line. So yeah, I can't think of anything else that gets that. Almost everything else starts with either 1 or, in this case, the stealth ship 0. Technically, yeah, the very good Zoltan B that gets double ion and pipe beam, because it's got so many weapons, only actually starts with 1 block of shield, so you've got to actually expend 100 in order to, get the, in order just to get up to 1 shield barrier. But at least it's got the system, it's just not operational, which is fine. And then C, yeah, you've got the 1 there, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, I think this is, as far as I'm aware, this is the only one that gets, like, you get 2 shield blobs, which, like, you saw in the run. Like, even on hard mode, that makes you, you know, largely untouchable for the first couple of sectors. And just like having a Zoltan super shield, just not taking damage in the first 2 sectors is really good, because it means you're not spending money on repairs. You can actually buy the loadout you need to stay ahead of the game, which is really good. So defense 1 and boarding is a really good combo. Like, I wouldn't change that at all. That's such a good little combo. It's brilliant. I mean, I guess you could argue like a repair drone would be nice, because then you can more confidently send the entire team over to the enemy ship, because it won't matter. Because you know that even if something goes wrong on the ship back home, the repair drone will take care of it. But I'd say honestly, it's such a good loadout. I love Mantis Bay. It's brilliant. It's one of my favourite ships in the game. So glad we finally got it. And yeah, even though it went a bit wrong in the slug sector, there we still did pretty damn well, I'd say. Claire!
Yes! Sorry, I took a minute there. I went and put some gravy in the soup to thicken it up a little bit. Let's see. Foster gave us $10 and says, "Hey, John and Claire. John, I'm rewatching some of your old uploads, and I thought you'd be happy to know that I collect Choose Your Own Adventure and other game books. And as a kid, I taught myself Cube Basics so I could write my own."
Now that's definitely
that's really
that
cool.
Stuff I was mentioning in the in part of the last Patreon cast, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I know you did,
yes.
But maybe you must have in like other older videos as well.
I must have too.
Because
yes.
yeah, they're saying they were rewatching some older videos. Let's see. We've got $10 from Nick, who says there have been so many games that I've bought after watching John play, the first of which was FTL, which saved me during my 2 years as a Peace Corps volunteer in Botswana.
Oh,
Keep
sweet.
up the good work.
Well, okay, hopefully sweet. Probably also incredibly stressful and whatnot. I'm not intimately familiar with the history of Botswana, but I'm guessing if peacekeepers are there, that means something's gone a little bit wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, I also don't know 100% like what it is that the Peace Corps do, so I think maybe we don't speculate.
Yes.
Yes, Bloody Rum 90 gave us $20, and says, "After finding your channel, when you did Fallout 3 is better than you think, I'm finally able to become a member and be part of the Patreon. Thank you to the both of you for the many years of great memories."
Well, thank you very much indeed. I hope you are enjoying the Patreon cast that just came out. And if we get the timings right, the new podcast should be coming for channel members and Patreon folks next Monday. And then 2 weeks after that for everybody else.
Very cool indeed. And then let's see, from David, who gave us £5. Says, flippin' YouTube streaming sucks. I've been watching a live stream of you playing FTL from years ago whilst you've been streaming FTL for 2 bloody hours. I'm assuming YouTube did not tell you about that, so I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, but if you watch the last stream we did of FTL, that we actually won, which was amazing.
Was a really good one.
So you might have actually, you were probably watching a more successful run than we had here today.
Indeed. Let's, Next up we've got Chevron Tango, who gave us £10 and says, "Hey John, have you ever played Impossible Creatures? It's an old classic RTS and a genuinely original variation on the old Age of Empires formula, a real rarity and a great game. You definitely really like it."
I think I tried at one point and I couldn't get it running on a modern rig.
Ah.
I think I did at one point try and make it. Rings a bell. I think that's one of the games I tried to actually look at to see if I liked it, like as preparation for maybe making a video. And what came out of that was I couldn't make it run. And sometimes that happens with older games. Sometimes old games just will not cooperate with modern systems. And it's just a quirk of a particular rig. And I'm pretty sure that was one of them. I think, anyway.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Failcopter gave us £10 and says, "Hey John, Claire and Tabby, I've not been watching for long, but I've been binging. Here's a first ever donation for introducing me to Dyson Sphere program, to which I may now be addicted. The factory must grow."
There is something very compelling about Dyson Sphere program. I just like the universe level of it. Like, in a way, it works for me more than Factorio does, because Factorio feels kind of grounded in a way. Like, you feel like you're in a fixed place. I like the idea of, even though it's technically quite superficial, it's purely aesthetic, but I just like the idea of interplanetary trade. It just kind of tickles my fancy.
Yes, indeed. On the subject of the gelatinous cubes...
Oh, okay, here we go.
Paul gave us $2 and says, "Turning around and walking backwards, you're gonna have to roll for Constitution for that, John." There you go, Thomas. Chandler gave us $20. Says, "Hey John and Claire, I've been watching since Fallout 3 Kill Everything. Thank you so much for the entertainment over the years. You guys seriously rock."
Oh, thank you very, very much indeed.
Just wondering what you were doing.
I was distracted by my own sound cubes there. My non-gelatinous sound cubes.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Your foamiest sound cubes.
Damn straight.
Yes. Oh, speaking of getting people addicted to things.
Oh yeah.
Christopher has been a member for 21 months and says, "After your Lost Stellaris video, I got the game and all the DLC. I now have over 100 hours in game. It's on my all-time it's one of my all-time favorites."
I think it is. Hang on, I think it might be my second most played game on Steam. Yep, just checking that right now. Here you go. Do you want to people might find this interesting. Stellaris is my second most played game on Steam at 445 hours. Only Fallout 4 is ahead of it, which is at 650. Then Vegas at 320, which probably sounds low, but you got to remember a large part of my original gaming was not on PC. I only went over to PC like, I don't know, what was it, 6 years ago or something? So there was a large number of console gaming before that. Then fourth place, Crusader Kings 2 at 312, Civ 6 at 285, and in what might surprise some people, Total War, its top entry is actually Warhammer 2 at 232. I play a lot of that off camera. I really enjoy that game. I think it's really cool. But it never does well on the channel, so like I just play it off camera. It's really nice. Although, bear in mind, I definitely have played more hours than that in Rome. It's just the vast majority of those hours were back in the day, as I say, before Steam, so they weren't recorded on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, I think you must have a lot of games in there that you've played more before Steam was a thing.
Yes,
right?
exactly. That's going to be true for many games. And then rounding out the top 10, Rome 1 at Skyrim, Crusader Kings 3, and actually Total War 3 Kingdoms is in 10th place at about 140 hours.
Very, very nice indeed. And what do we have? Sorry, I'm just checking chat at the same time.
Skyrim is 7. People saying Skyrim is in the 5, 6. It's 7. It's not bad. 200 hours in Skyrim on PC, and many, many more on console, of course.
Yeah, because you used to play that like back at the.
Yeah,
old
loads
flat.
that. Yeah, my entire
Where
original
they had
playthrough.
the beautiful big dogs downstairs.
My entire playthrough of the original Mass Effect trilogy when it came out was all on Xbox. So that's not really represented here. Like Mass Effect Legendary's only got 82 hours in it so far.
Also, you've got the Rome collection at 206 hours, and then Total Rome Remastered.
Yeah, Rome
50.
Remastered has another 50, which is technically distinct. FTL's only at 62. But then again, many more hours than that are not in the Steam version. For those of you curious, Subnautica, my complete playthrough was in the end about 38 hours. I've got 38 hours in that. Deduct 3 hours for the first video I made, so that's 35. So 35 hours. That, and to date, 40-odd hours in Dragon Age. Cookie Clicker, I can verify, has over 24 hours in it. Never played it again after that video, so that's fine. And Slay the Spire, only 36. But then again, I play that on Switch a lot. I've got a lot of hours on the Switch version of that, because the Switch version is really good.
I was going to say, my Dwarf Romantic is split between machines as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ali gave us £2 and wants to know how many hours you have in Chivalry 2. I just hit 200, she says.
Chivalry 2 is, that's 312 on Steam. And that will be the lot of it.
No, Chivalry, not CK.
Oh, sorry. That's on Epic. Can I even see that? Because that's not on Steam. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can even access that. I don't know whether Epic even has, like, a tool that lets you do that. So if it does, I will tell you in a second. Claire, I'm still going to log into Epic.
Yeah, shout out to Dragomir, who gave us 500 Serbian dinars. And says, I adore FTL, but it definitely gave me some PTSD. Sometimes I worry if I've accidentally turned off oxygen in real life.
Lol.
Dear, oh dear. Urban Cohort has been a member for 47 months. And says, I'm starting a new job in the next couple of weeks, so maybe I will be happier.
Oh, I hope you are.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I've got the answer. Though irritatingly, it gives it in days and hours. So you have to luckily it's an easy translation on this occasion, but it would potentially be. It would be much easier if it just gave you an hour number, but whatever. It is given as 1 day, 10 hours and 30 minutes. So that is about 35 odd hours.
Yes.
So I've got about 35 odd hours in Chivalry 2, which is quite given how recently it came out. So that would place it in the same sort of space as Slay the Spire and Subnautica were it to be on Steam.
Yeah, indeed. And from Axelfack, who's been a member 17 months, Dogface is hanging out listening to the stream in...
He's a cool urban dog. He's got his ear to the street. He knows what's happening.
Sorry, folks. Could you tell him he's a good boy?
Hamdog?
No, Hamdog's... He said Dogface.
Oh, sorry. Hamdog's also a good dog.
Yes, but Hamdog's a good girl.
Yes.
And Dogface a good boy.
No, all dogs are good boys. And all cats are good girls. That's how it works. I'm pretty 90% sure that's how that goes.
The two genders?
Yes, dog and cat, precisely.
Yeah.
Dogface. Who's a good dog? It's you. There you go.
Good boy, Dogface.
Good dog. There you go.
Oh, Hamdog, what a good pilot you are.
Hamdog, excellent pilot.
Gregory gave us £37.90 and says, I came in late to John, swearing prolifically at the end of the 3,790 points run?
Yes, I think so, yes.
They said 300, but that's not how points work.
No, it was the 300 run. Remember, the stealth beat dies fast.
Oh, the shitty one.
Yeah.
I thought they meant... Okay, never mind.
Also is curious, by the way, Knights of the Republic, my total hours in that is 65 hours. So, excluding a couple of hours for testing and setup, etc., that probably means the entire series represented about 60 hours of playtime. So if you're wondering how long that series was in total, it was probably about 60-odd hours.
You said ham dog and she literally charged at the TV.
Oh!
Baby. Aww. Let's see. Sorry, Gregory says I came in late to John swearing at the end of that 379 point run.
Yeah.
Glad to see at least FTL's going great. I botched that.
Yeah, didn't go quite as strong as previously. We've managed better than that in the we've managed better than that in the past. It was not the best. It was not the great. I mean, it had some great moments. We've had stronger runs.
Okay, we've got one comment, one question, and one song.
And
then whilst we do all of that, I'm gonna try and do pet pictures in chat as well.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Andrew gave us $20 and says, hey, yes, I finally caught a live stream. John, you're the best at all things. You are pure awesomeness.
Oh, that is a surprise.
That's what you like to hear.
I like that shit. That's the good stuff right there. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff right there.
Sweet. Kogan Newson wants to know, and thank you for your patience, by the way, because they put this in chat, and I was just like, I'll get to it. So I hope you're still around. John, do you have any advice on where to learn about building your own PC? I have zero previous knowledge, and the Reddit is incomprehensible.
I do not build my own PC. I very carefully specialize the parts, but I pay for a professional to build it for me. The amount of money that you have to drop on a GPU these days, I'm not doing it myself. Okay, I'm having someone who knows what they're doing it, not just because they know what they're doing, but because, therefore, if they do anything wrong, it's their responsibility to fix it, and I haven't just tossed away $1,000 or whatever. So I always make sure someone else, a professional, does it for me, so that it can be built by a professional and kept under warranty for some time. I do not build my own PCs. I very carefully pick out my own parts. I don't select a pre-built PC and just click buy. I do always pick out the exact parts I want.
So I assume that's what they meant. How do you learn which parts go together and how you...
Part picker is very good just for, checking for, high-level compatibility stuff. Just Google each part one by one and check reviews. There's a lot of very in-depth reviews, and just slowly over time you'll just learn as you have various PCs what your priorities are. Like for us, noise is a surprisingly high priority because we don't want loud fans that are going to get picked up by microphone, so that's just a thing that we have a preference for. You might want to develop a preference for certain architecture, certain companies over another that you just know well, certain parts that you know and like. I swear blind by having all my cooling being done by Noctua. Just because it's ugly colours and it works brilliantly.
Because he's smart.
And I don't put. I'm terrified of water cooling. But then again, I don't really overclock, so I don't feel like I need water cooling. I'm perfectly content with air cooling. Like, part of it is you got to remember, like, half of what you read about how, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, is written by people who are really going to put their computer under magnificent levels of stress, and most people aren't going to actually do that. So most people, you don't need to, you don't need to min-max a PC build entirely. You've got to, do bear in mind that large numbers of people are going to be putting their computer under more stress than you are.
Yeah, I mean, these computers that we have, I don't know, how old is the computer that I have now?
I could find by checking the emails, but probably about 5 years old.
Ish, yeah. 5 years old PC that was good that was very good actually when it was bought, but every single day for 5 years it's been recording, it's been running games, it's been recording video,
rendering
it's been editing video, it's been rendering
is the stress thing, because rendering basically the limiting factor is always the CPU, so you task the CPU to 100% capacity when you're rendering, which is why I put i9s in my build, because it's overkill. You do not need an i9, but you need that extra CPU for when you're rendering. It speeds up the renders. That's kind of why I kind of put the i9s into in my builds, even though you could completely 100% get away with an i7. But I go for the i9.
Editing, I don't need an i9, but for rendering, you do need
an i9.
For rendering,
you do need the i9. Yeah. But like, it never hurts to have a bit of extra juice in the CPU, so yeah, it's fine.
And yeah, air cooling is just, I mean, you know, for us, because it's a business expense, we use it every day, we rely on it for our living, like, we do make sure to we're not gonna spare expenses on, you know,
I mean, air cooling is fine. Water cooling is even more expensive sometimes. It's fine, and if someone else is like installing it for you, it's not. It's not a faff question. I just don't like the idea of water in my electric thing. It's fine.
Yeah,
Plus,
but I mean,
there's plenty of perfectly efficient air cooling.
If you are not if you have a PC that is like, you know, up to what you are making it do in terms of the component, then you won't need to overclock. Then you won't need water cooling. Because you're not overclocking like crazy.
I think that seems fair to me, yes.
I mean, maybe, I'm sure this is incredibly simplistic. But that's my
there's just dumb stuff. Like, another thing about the good thing about like Part Picker is it tells you the power draw of each component, just so you make sure that, say, you know, the PSU you get has got, you know, not just that much, but then you put a bit of extra capacity in, and you want to kind of check your components, because some components weirdly just, like, you know, will sometimes spike to a higher power draw, so you want to make sure, you know, do you need a bigger ceiling or not? So the next computer I'm going is, like, the PSU is going to be, like, up to 1,200, which is... because I think some of the 3090s, the Asus 3090s, like, their power draw can spike a little bit, and I saw that in reviews. Like, you know what? 1,000 is probably okay, but, like, let's just for safety go up to 1,200. So there's like 400. I think there's like 400, 500 watts of headroom in that, but it's just in case everything spikes at once. But, like, you know, it's just, you know, you just pick up stuff like that as you just start, yes, having a nice little, play with that. Yeah,
and we've also, we use a PC specialist, so I don't know if you're in the UK, but you can definitely, you know, use, that's how we configured my laptop.
Yeah, that's what we've done in the past.
Yeah. So, you know, that's a thing.
Yeah, we've used them in the past on occasion.
Yes. Indeed. Let's see. But yeah, agree with Ali. Paying a little extra for safety is always worth it. Yeah, it's
safety, it's reliability, and if someone else builds it, then that build you can put under warranty. And then, even though that's an extra expense, it just means if something goes wrong, someone who knows what they're doing has to fix it for you. Which I think is worth it.
For sure. I mean, I'm gonna not even worry. You know, this laptop's not. It's not under warranty right now, but, like, I'm gonna send it in, and I'm gonna pay money to send it in so that they can tell me something needs doing or nothing needs doing, and it's fine, and I'll know it's safe, and that's a great, you know. Anyway, Gregory gave us £50.
Thank you, Gregory.
So much.
Coming at the last seconds.
On an unrelated note, any plans for more Disco Elysium? I had it on my wish list. I've had it on my wish list ever since your video, which, by the way, is what 98% of my wish list is made up of. I bought it recently since there was a major update, including full voiceover. It's so good!
Disco Elysium is a really interesting one, because it's a really good game that's really interesting, but I don't necessarily think it makes good videos on YouTube, because it's incredibly dense, incredibly verbose, and it's quite slow-moving. And part of that is just because there's a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of very carefully considered things, it's all a little bit weird and surreal. And I felt like, though I thought it was a really interesting game, I wasn't desperately happy with the video I made of it. Just because I felt like, even though I cut it down as much as I could to try and keep a bit of pace up, like, that's kind of missing the point, and you had to leave a lot in. There's just... you know what, there's a lot I like. There's a lot I like conceptually about the idea of, hey, this entire video is dedicated to trying to get a corpse out of a tree in your backyard. That's the entire video right there. Because there's so much depth and stuff you have to do. But, like, I just don't know if it works as a YouTube game, is the weird thing. Like, it's a really interesting game, but it's one of those games I don't know if I could make a series out of that ever would suit my style. Which is interesting. So, yes. Oh, that's a good dog.
That is, apparently, yes, that's Clyde, who is Dorky Panda's, dog. and I'm going to be putting that up on the stream.
I think I see Annie and Leo there.
Yeah, we've got Annie and Leo.
Recognise the regular pets.
There, indeed. And then we've got this absolutely adorable family portrait from Axelfan.
Oh my goodness!
So that's Dogface, the giant ham dog.
So big.
And Refurb, who doesn't usually
doesn't normally make much of an appearance in the streams.
Yes, because apparently Refurb's a bit of a dick.
I'd quite like that combination of like the plain grey and ginger fur with the stripy tail. That's quite handsome.
Yeah. That's Tortoiseshell.
Really? I would have thought Tortoiseshell would be darker than that. Like have more patches of like actual black and dark on the main body.
But tortoiseshell cat. I don't care about actual tortoiseshell like jewelry and shit. Come on, Google. You know me. Yeah, but that depends. Sometimes cats who are...
Must be the parentage, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes also cats who are a little bit older will have more... Their black fur goes kind of...
yeah.
Goes a little bit browner.
Oh, very, very, very handsome cat there.
Yeah, indeed. So that's us done, and we do also have a we've got a song.
Oh, we have a song. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's emailed it.
Let's start lining up. We've got a song to play us out. It's been a while since we've had a song.
Yes.
You know, I swear there was one song that Unirob put together that we couldn't access, and we never got it. We never got access to it. There's one great missing song from the history of Many a True Nerd because he accidentally, I think he sent us a link to Google Drive. Then he had to go, but he forgot to set it so anyone could access it. It was like you had to like be granted access, which he hadn't done to us. So we never got it. So there's one mystery song we've never heard in the history of Many a True Nerd, which is a grand mystery to have. I say, yep, I see that. That's the right. Oh. Sorry, I just saw a code that had just hit my inbox, but I shouldn't say what it is because I might be breaking embargo just for actually saying what I've just received code. I've just received some very exciting code, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what it is, so I'm not going to. There we go. And Claire's immediately Claire's snooping straight away.
Oh.
That one. Yeah, you know what that is? You have no idea what that is, but you went, oh, anyway.
I've heard you talk about it. Let's not discuss it any further.
Yes. There we go. So I've just received a rather interesting little bit of code, which I won't be able to play this week. Like this week, the problem is there's so much building work and deliveries. There's been days I can't record this week, so I've just been doing a lot of editing instead. But yes, I'm so sorry if you've just arrived. You've missed the stream, but you've just arrived in time for the song, which is very exciting.
And the pet pictures.
And the pet pictures. So you've come for the best bit, given we failed catastrophically. So, alright, we're going to go eat some lovely chicken soup that Claire's been making in the slow cooker, which has been smelling divine for hours. So that's all very exciting. And, yes, indeed, we've got all sorts of exciting bits and pieces. As we mentioned earlier, this very stream, me, Dan, Matt, and Rebecca all got together to play a bit of Back for Blood. We came to some very different conclusions on it, shall we say. So, yes, we'll get to enjoy some of that on Saturday, and coming up next week, at the start of next week, well, one, if you're on Patreon, a community member, you'll get the Podcasts early access, which is very exciting, so even more me and Dan and Matt yelling at each other. But yes, next week, as soon as I can bring it to you, because right now we can't, I'll be bringing you Inscription, which is a really weird horror game, and it's so interesting. It does some really cool, interesting stuff. Like, if you enjoyed No Umbrellas Allowed for being weird and interesting and really cool narratively, like that, but more explicitly horror. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And the grand finale of The Forgotten City, all coming up in the next week. So, hopefully, you're looking forward to our whole flipping bunch. That's all very, very exciting indeed. Thank you all so very, very much for coming this evening. Thank you so much to Super Chat donators. We had some pretty big donations even, so thank you so much for that. And as I say, if you are in any way a channel supporter, you should have access to the podcast early access coming up beginning of next week. So hopefully everybody is looking forward to that. We are going to eat some soup now, and just indeed, Myra will be playing us out in just a second, which is very, very lovely indeed. Wonderful voice. So I'm looking forward to that hugely. So thank you all so much for watching it. And yes, no live stream next week. We'll be finishing off the Forgotten City instead. So I will see you live in a couple of weeks, hopefully. But in the meantime, I've been John.
I've been Claire.
Claire! You know how the outro goes. You've been doing this long enough.
I was busy turning the sound on my computer so that I could.
There's many a true note. And Claire hasn't been electrocuted, so we're going to call this a massive win.
Oh yeah. Also, I should point out that Myra has made a Joan diss track because I asked her to make one after you said.
Oh good lord, this is a diss track, is it? Oh, blimey. Thank you very much. And players out, Myra.
He was outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. He thought he'd make an all-out stand. He really just needed a good ham. Dog incoming! They're firing on the flight controls, check the damages. He had to stop 'em and rob 'em of their advantages. The clone bay and the meds have been abandoned. Bish Tabby has been granted wish. Let's bet the majesty. Boom goes the flag shot with the John in the fire splay. And boom goes the O2, we're abandoned in Meds Bay. And boom, there's another ship. And boom, we just saw the STEM cockpit. And boom, we got to run the exit quick, we can't afford another kick. Guns and lasers fire up, situations dire up in cockpit. The dog is rolling in some cows. But just not giving up despite chat scrutiny. Claire tries to stop mass mutiny. Are these chats the first in existence? No. Then shush and let me read some out, John. We give hugs to all our channel members and our patrons. Ils sont très bons. But we are outgunned. John, outmanned. John, outnumbered, outplanned. Boo, 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 boo. He tries to make an all-out stand. He fails, so we cannot stand.
Now that was very unique. We've not had that one quite like that from Raw in the past. That was very, very unique indeed. So hopefully everyone enjoyed that. That was a fun little change of pace. Have fun, everyone!